Anyways.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to tonight's episode of the Riot Sessions. I am your Dungeon Master for the evening, and maybe into the future. Shadowhack 90. I have yet to determine the secrets of immortality, so I inevitably will no longer. Anyways, moving on. Hi. Let's throw it down to the All-American below us this evening. Wearing the glasses, giant headphones, smiling, giving us the thumbs up. Who are you? What do you do?
Hi guys, I'm Codybedrock 36, and I will be playing tonight the Human Blood Hunter, Brontor Brodanian. That's not right. Brontor Jordanian.
I wouldn't have corrected you.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
Anyway, I gotta pass it over to my man right next to me. This side?
You had it right the first time, because otherwise you're passing it to Ram, so I don't think he's your man.
I'm the Blue Ranger right next to me. How's it going, Blue?
Hi! I'm the Blue Ranger. I'm Dryden Kell, half-orc barbarian.
Half-fork?
Half-fork barbarian. He's on a diet. Half-fork. And I'm going to pass it this way, to my right, to... I really want them to switch seats right now and introduce each other.
Hi guys.
Shadowhack, yeah.
I'm Shadowcawn. I got back into streaming recently. I've been having a lot of fun with it too. We've been playing some games. What have we been playing? Destiny. We've been playing Destiny. And I'm playing Tonph, the slightly annoying halfling ranger tonight. It's gonna be great. I'll pass it over to Leucis here. Tell us about yourself.
No, wait, why would you switch? Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Hi, my name is Zach. I'm playing Theriston tonight because Lucius is a dum-dum. Anyways, we'll pass it on to Ramsbug.
Hi, I'm Ramsbug. I'll be playing Jeska Noxisius. She's a Dragonborn cleric. And I guess we go up. Boop. Storms.
Hi, I'm StormsOfDragon. I'll be playing Deagos Travagan.
Dingus!
A Thiefling Warlord.
Cheer.
Back to our illustrious DM. Shadowhack 90.
Wonderful. So, to get us caught up on last time on the Riot Sessions, we will turn it over to the one holding the guinea pig, or who was recently holding the guinea pig.
I wasn't paying attention to who had the guinea pig.
Last week on the Riot Sessions, our team valiantly charged into face Resh face to face. As they arrived, they were met with more and more monsters as the horde slowly poured in. Only as the fight grew fiercer and fiercer, our main hero, Leucis, charged in.
I believe it.
Charged in, stealthily preparing his ultimate spell, Finger of Death. And as he was about to deploy his ultimate spell and take Resh for his own, Dryden swooped in
The real
and
hero.
stole the kill.
Finished off
This
the
is
kill
what
that
we
he'd been working on the whole time.
All right. So, Dryden, as you finish and bringing your axe down in a cleaving arc straight through the middle of Resh, you watch as his body dissipates into dust and is set aflame by the heat that is the hell. As his body just disintegrates into dust and his robes clatter to the ground, I would like for you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Right.
Yeah, come on.
16 for me.
16. So, all right. 20. Jeska. Lucius. Dryden.
Tonph and Dryden, you guys always get initiative on not proficiency.
Advantage.
Advantage on initiative.
It is
That's
one
dope.
of my perks.
Super dope.
8.
You've got advantage on strength too, just so you know.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Also, you have Savage Attack if you need to use it.
Excuse me, sir. Your rage is showing.
Wow. All right. So, all right. So, top of the initiative round, we're gonna start with Tonph. You are up, good sir. As you watch this, this mad sorcerer's body just crumple and dissipate into dust. You watch as Lucius down on one knee, aiming a finger straight up at the individual, this green energy spark on his finger, and then dissipate as Dryden finishes cleaving the axe. What do you do?
All right, and the only thing I see around me are those two big ogre-looking things.
There are the two giant big ogre-looking things, and there's a wall of flame on the other side.
Okay, I'll transfer my hunter's mark to the one directly in front of me, so it would be the one right next to Dryden.
All right.
And then I'll just do 2 longbow shots at him.
Go for it.
All right, I'm going to sharpshooter both of those.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so will a 23 hit?
Yeah, 23 will hit.
All right, so that'll be the 36 damage plus hunter's mark. All right, so that's 47 damage on him.
All right. All right. So that you take your two arrows and just one right after another, aiming directly for what you can only think are the sweet spots, as like the one side of him, tentacles are just whipping around all over the place. One of the and you with your trained eye managed to shoot the arrow right through where the tentacles are moving and end up like hitting one, piercing right into his eye. The other one like grazing right past his right along this one's upper cheek, and drawing some blood on that way. The giant gross Tenta ogre thing lets out a giant and like one of the tentacles comes up and starts slapping the face where the eye currently has an arrow in it. Jeska, you're up.
I'm gonna do hold person to my friend right in front of me.
All right. It is not a humanoid.
He's not a humanoid.
Nope.
Well, then I'm not gonna do that.
He is not a humanoid, so the spell would not have an effect.
Then let's
Amber?
go with not that. Let's bring out Bean.
All right, so smaller bean.
Yep. Not port.
All right. I have to find small bean now. All right.
Bonus action, I'm going to do mass healing word.
Where are we putting small bean?
Let's get him closer to the guy in the top, my top left, like over here.
All right. Jesus. That's fucking insane. All right.
Then I'm going to do mass healing word as my bonus.
Okay.
Let's see, 6 characters. That's like all of us, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We also have what's his name? Ham.
Baloney.
Baloney.
Yeah.
What the? Why are you move?
Yeah, everyone but Baloney, like just Riot sessions. People get my healing word, including myself.
Nice.
You can currently see Leucis, Deagos, and Dryden, as well as Balan. You cannot see Tonph or Brontor at the moment, though.
Oh, that's them.
No.
Can I move to see them? Where are they?
They're on the.
Over there.
Yeah.
I'm not moving. I can hit.
You're like in the middle of
Yeah.
a. You're in a corner at the moment.
I'm doing it at level 4, or sorry, level 2.
Okay.
4.
That's okay.
9 for everyone, and then I get half
Sweet.
that back.
So 9 for Lucius, Dryden, and Dingus, if you're giving it to Dingus.
Yes, Deagos can have some.
And if Baloney needs it, he probably can take it, right?
He has not gotten hit this game.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is it that need to?
Because he didn't attack for half the game left.
Yeah. Yes, Lucius, you get it as well. Assuming, anyways. All right. Anything else, Jeska?
That's it.
All right, Lucius, you're up. You down on one knee. One knee. Your spell, Finger of Death, has fizzled. What do you do?
I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb.
Your mic is all doofed up.
Yep, I'm gonna do a chromatic orb.
Chromatic Orb, cool.
Do it.
1.
Is Bean on the board? I don't see him.
Yeah, he is. He's on the wrong layer, though. Well, there we go.
And then I'm gonna quicken.
So, give me that D100, please.
Oh yeah.
Wild magic.
Secret.
15.
This is some fast-paced, high-speed battle right here.
Super speed.
Ooh, this is one page I think I'd have printed out. 15. Huh,
You got it?
Okay, cool.
I think I've got about 3 of those saved up.
Yeah, you do. I have those written down. Those are gonna be funny.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right, then I'm gonna quicken another chromatic orb at 2nd level.
All right.
Shit. 11 to hit.
Okay. The first chromatic orb forms, and then as you throw it, it just kind of rolls off your fingers onto the ground, and it just kind of fizzles and dies right there. The second one, you throw, and you watch as it goes spinning through the air and ends up actually bouncing off of Dryden's back and detonating high above in the air as it just completely misses the target directly in front of you.
That sounds about right. And that's it.
All right. All right. Brings us to Dryden. You're up.
Hello!
Hello.
I'm gonna take a swing at this here big fella over here.
Yeah.
I am. Do I have to say I'm raging again? Because I feel like I'm still raging.
You're still raging.
Okay. And I'm gonna use the hell. I'm gonna swing twice. I'm gonna use Savage Attack on both of them.
Oh, make me a
and-
Constitution saving throw
Oh,
first.
son of a bitch! That's about
Yeah,
23. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
So yeah, just first attack. 29 to hit
That'll hit.
and 12 damage.
Okay.
Second attack will be 30 to hit with
Yeah.
21 damage. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. Nice. So this one, you go up and right as you race forward, one of the tentacles streaks out towards you. You dodge past it and bring your axe, slamming right down into the meaty flesh of the tentacle. By like just cutting straight clean through. Another one comes directly, goes to try and basically give you an uppercut, and you just take one step back, whoop, and just cleanly slice through that one as well. These two like decent size, like probably 4 foot long tentacles are just now like flopping on the ground before they stand still. Anything else, Dryden?
Sweet. Nope.
Deagos.
So I'm going to take 2 hits.
Make me a Constitution saving throw first.
Yeah, I figure. 6.
All right. You are considered poisoned. Yeah. And so you are considered poison as the smell wafts into your nostrils. You feel a heave in your stomach, and you just kind of throw up a little bit in your mouth, and before you kind of get yourself under control, but the world starts kind of moving and spinning at this point.
Okay.
All right, but you can make your attacks, just you are poisoned, so I believe they're at disadvantage.
14.
14 will hit.
What's that? 17 damage, or is that 16 damage? I don't know. Do I take the disadvantage?
It's 16 because
16?
we take the first
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
All right.
And then 10.
Yeah. Yeah. So even though you're like kind of biting back the bile that's in your mouth, you race forward just after Dryden has finished up his swinging and taking out these tentacles, and you actually managed to find purchase in the actual body itself. Your cape flowing out behind you. You shove your blade into the midriff of it and just kind of begin pulling it along before the blade actually gets stuck against some bone, and you try to pull it out, and a tentacle comes and starts wrapping around your midriff. That's where we'll leave you at. Anything else, Deagos, or are you good? You do have a bonus action.
Is inspiring word? Would that be a bonus action, or is that my action?
Does it say it on your character?
It doesn't say it. Mm-mm. No, it says that second. I can copy and paste it.
We'll say it's a bonus action for now.
Okay, it says at second level, you empower your enemies to fight on no matter what the odds. You can spend your bonus action to allow.
Yep.
Okay, it does.
Bonus action.
To allow you.
How do you inspire who you're inspiring?
I'm gonna inspire Tonph.
All right, so you're inspiring Tonph. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not gonna inspire. I did you last time, Dryden.
No, I know. It's just Zach was sitting there going like this, and you just were like, "I'm gonna do Tonph," and he's like,
"Yeah, I didn't see him. I'm sorry." I'm gonna say never. I've never seen someone draw a bow as quickly as you can. Aim for his eyes.
So you shout that out across the battlefield. Tonph, you feel inspired. You have, what is it, a D6?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a D6 of inspiration.
No, it's half my level. He gets 2. That's what it says.
What does it say?
It says half my level. They get an extra damage half my level, so it would be 2.
Oh, okay, cool. So you gain additional +2 on the next attack you make. All right. Brontor, you are up, free from your restraints.
"Freedom!"
Free from your restraints, coming into this, what you just as you come around this large crystal that is in the center of this room, with all these other or tinier crystals just kind of floating around it. You see as this giant ogre-looking thing where like half of its entire side is just covered in tentacles and other mouths, is just like getting hit directly on by other allies of yours, and you see you see one really giant, large, floating spectral dragon, and another smaller floating spectral dragon, just
So many little dragons.
just flapping their wings, and divine energy pulsing from them every once in a minute. What do you do?
Who wants to tell him that he's muted?
Hey, Brontor, you're muted.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
I'm up. I'm here. This guy's one of the guys we're attacking, correct?
Which one?
This guy right now.
Yeah.
That's baloney.
That's baloney?
No.
No.
Alright, gonna move down to here and then up to here and get within melee.
That. Okay. I need you to make an athletics check, and you're gonna be right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Athletics coming at you. Meow. 21.
Yeah, very definitely. You're able to dodge through the battlefield and get right over to where you are, right up within melee of him.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him first with a bonus action of my blood curse.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna give him the blood curse, the mutual suffering.
All right.
And then we're gonna go at him with a blood curse warhammer. Fire it up. Boom.
Go for it.
2 attacks. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Plus 1d6 plus 3. An extra 4 to that.
So total 13.
Yep. Then we're gonna go again.
All right.
23 to hit.
Yep.
Add another 5.
Minus 11. Nice.
Another 11.
Yeah. So you race through, and as you're running, you invoke the. You activate your hammer, and as you continue chanting in this blood magic language, you watch as blue sparks fly off the end of your hammer as you slam it into the ground, and the sparks go zooming off in all directions and go like specifically for the eyes of this entity, and you watch as these blue sparks just strike into him, illuminating and glowing, making him glow for a moment before you just right over to where right next to Deagos, you just slam once into the belly before a tentacle becomes to try and wrap you, and you just take the hammer and bring it crushing down onto the tentacle where there's a nice sound as it hits the ground and blood just goes spattering everywhere. Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Also, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Ready, go.
Coming out. 14.
Okay, cool. You are fine. You feel you smell this.
Boom.
You are fine. You smell this this horrible stench come in your nostrils, but you're managed to resist the effects of it. This brings us
Love
to
it.
their turn. All right. So yep, there. Give me that radiant damage.
And then dexterity saving for
So
Porter.
minus 16. So yep, they're both in Bean's range.
Nice.
Jesus. All right, and a dexterity save from Porter.
He's only got 30 left to take damage, though.
That's going to be a 5, so no.
So 20 to one and 10 to the other, and then he's out. He's done.
20. All right, so minus 20. And does he dissipate, or is he still there?
He's gone.
And minus 10 to the other one?
Yep.
All
He
right.
only lasts. He can only deal 60, and then he disappears.
So, Jeska, how do you want to do this?
Woo!
Hey.
I want. Is it Porter or Bean that's doing it? Porter. I want him to do his last little pulse of radiant damage that kind of floods through them, and then teabag them as before he disappears. He's not a nice one.
Yeah. So this giant shimmering platinum dragon just flaps its wings, and goes zooming off. And you watch as this divine energy kind of emanates from and passes through the first one. The second one that's farther away from you, it ends up actually just kind of like just going directly over its head. Porter flies forward and oddly enough, phasing through all of your allies. It's a weird sense to have this large dragon, like divine dragon, phase through you. And as it does, Porter brings his claws up, slams directly into the chest of the entity that is currently standing, surrounded by your allies, and just rents it with pulls just the entire chest cavity off of it, as he flaps up into the air and just dissipates in a shower of platinum energy. Right.
Awesome.
Throw you onto. Nope. Onto this thing. There we go. All right. All right, and that guy is dead. Well, this guy is still up, so he's going to turn, and he's going to make an attack. He's going to make his attacks against Jeska.
Yay!
Because he does not like getting hit like that. So this is going to be 6. All right, D20 plus 6. All right. And so first attack's going to be 9. So nope. So Jessica, you watch as this entity turns, tentacle just comes down and slams right next to you as you manage to like kind of dodge out of the way from it. He's going to make another attack. Second attack against you, and that'll hit. 24. So amazed by your dexterity, you stand there stunned, just looking at the tentacle that's on the ground, and you fail to notice the second one that just comes and right hits you right across the maw. It's going to be 2d8 plus 4. All right. So at 16 points of damage, as the tentacle just sucker punches you, and that's about all he can do, unfortunately. There is a loud clanging sound from down the hall. They're going to try and start breaking out. And they fail miserably. And the other side rolls a natural 1. Nope. So there's a loud clanging coming down the hall. You're not sure. It's coming from down the hall on both sides of it, but nothing more than that. This brings us to the top of the initiative round. Tonph.
Can I see the ogre thing right now?
You would probably have to move more to the center of the hallway in order to see it.
Okay, well, I'll move over then. Well, I'll go right at here-ish, I guess.
Sure. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon.
Okay, I'm going to transfer my hunter's mark.
Yep. Hunter's mark.
Are you talking to us?
No, I was talking to myself. I'll just longbow again, and you know what? It's done well for me, so we'll sharpshooter him.
Go for it.
So these two will be sharpshooter. $13
hits.
So that is 30 or 28. No, sorry, 38 damage plus hunter's mark. So that's 44 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Ah!
So he's looking away from me right now, right?
Yeah, he's looking down at Jeska right now.
All right, I want to knock my bow to the side and strum both arrows, and I want to aim for right at the back of the head where the eyes should be, and just go straight through the back of the head through the eyes.
Okay.
Nice.
For flavor, make me a acrobatics check. Just for flavor. Okay, cool.
12.
You didn't need much. You just needed I just want to make sure you didn't fail this. So you So what you end up doing is you don't quite have line of sight, but you hear like these two loud slams coming down from the other side. You race forward, darting through the legs of your compatriots, and you see this large hulking individual. That is currently standing at least probably about 8 to 10 feet above you. So thinking quickly, you race over towards Dryden, clamber up his leg and onto his shoulders, leap off of Dryden's shoulders, and in midair just turn your bow to the side, fire both arrows as the arrows just go flying forward right through the back of the head of this entity, and just as the arrows come right out the front, they just protrude right where the eyes should be. Then you go.
You could say he never saw it coming.
And he falls in the direction of
Nice.
Jeska. Make a dexterity saving throw.
No, I'm bad at this. I'm so bad at this.
The dex.
This is gonna be bad.
The dex.
If this kills me,
Oh God.
Crushed.
So
Hello,
Jeska,
darkness, my old friend.
So Jeska, you're still reeling from the tentacle jab to your maw,
Yeah.
and you watch as you look up at this entity. You see both of its eyes just explode, and 2 little pinpricks just appear right in the middle of it. You watch as it kind of staggers for a second before it just drunkenly seems to fall forward. You dive out of the way, landing on the stone, and then you hear this thoop, and you're like, I think I'm safe. And then you feel just this heavy weight land directly on top of you.
that's the noise I make.
You suffer.
Did I just hear Jessica getting hurt?
I'm always hurt.
But
9 points of bludgeoning damage as the thing drops right on top of you.
That's it?
Yeah.
You got lucky.
Yeah, it could
I
have
rolled-
killed me.
I rolled a lot of
could've been
ones.
Guffed.
you need some help?
Nah.
She can get out.
All right. She is now currently stuck and pinned underneath the thing, but.
You need some help?
Yay. Yeah.
All right.
I got you. Here, give me a hand.
All right. So
You're really stuck.
Yeah. It's pretty heavy. It kind of hurt me.
all right. So you stand about here, in this room, looking about. You still hear clanging coming from down the halls. They still can't fucking bust through the goddamn doors. So you keep hearing this clanging coming from down the halls, but currently you guys are out of combat at the moment. As you look around, the blood rush and bloodlust kind of subsiding. You guys have a chance to look around.
Loot.
I'm gonna look through whatever remains of that Resh has and see what he's got.
Make an investigation check.
I want to look at the guy that we killed, that Bean killed. Or no, what was it?
Porter killed him.
Porter killed him, sorry. Sorry.
Bean's still up with me. I'm gonna see if Bean can help me up.
Yeah, Bean can help. I mean, between Bean and Brontor, you guys.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the map.
Can I also
come
go
with
and
us.
investigate
We'll
Resh?
pull you out. Yeah.
I'm search for crystal.
You can, yes, you can investigate. You can investigate Resh if you would like to, Dryden.
Anyone need any
Um,
healing? Everyone
Nobody's
good?
investigating Resh.
We can
I'm
do
investi-
one more, right?
That's funny.
Can we do one more?
Sure.
Oh my God.
I hobble over half squished to investigate him.
Hey,
All right.
Where's
that's
the-
something.
So as Dryden and
Did we just
um,
both bend over and hit our heads together?
yep, that's exactly. So as Dryden and
Spread
Tonph,
out.
are bending over to examine the dust remnants of Resh, you end up like just kind of clanging your heads together, and you both are reeling that as you look that as you end up kind of like trying to find back where the pile of dust is, Dryden ends up like basically just full on slamming into the ground, scattering the remains of Resh that just.
Ew, you got rush all over you.
Ha! You got rash all over you.
You rest yourself.
Can I look around his room for the maul?
Is anyone
Yeah,
using healing?
go ahead and make an investigation check for them all.
I want to check the crystal. Investigate the crystal.
Okay, so
Tonph, you good? Need healing?
I could use a quick touch up if you've got some.
Okay. I'm gonna do some healing.
I'm okay.
I'll get by.
13 on the crystal.
I want to investigate the guy that I hit twice.
Yep. Okay.
12.
Okay. So, starting with Jeska. So, Jeska, as you go over to Resh's body and are searching through the now scattered remains of this dead sorcerer's cloak and everything, oddly enough, you don't find a lot on his person or in the dust pile, but you do find a small silver ring. Looks very plain. Doesn't really seem. Just seems to be a small silver ring.
Can I do detect magic on it?
Yeah.
Forgot what level that is. 1. Okay.
So you got the spell spots.
Yep. I'm down to 1.
It is a magical item. From what you can tell, and it is. The best you can tell, is
This is my healing, by the way.
18.
it is a the enchantment on it, or the type of magic that this ring is it under the school of enchantment.
Okay.
Also, when I get a chance, can I inspect my boots or see if Jeska can discern anything about them?
Mm-hmm.
Or Leucis.
Or Leucis, yeah. Right. This music's really. Okay. So you're able to find that small ring.
I put it in the bag of holding for now.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Lucius, you were investigating the crystal.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you want, investigation or arcana?
I would like for you to make an Arcana check on this.
16.
Okay. It's a very dark type of magic that seems to be emanating from this. A magic that seems to almost necromantic in nature. It like just getting close to it, you can feel what almost feels like life force getting pulled. Like you can feel your vitality getting pulled away from you. You feel instantly more tired the closer you get to this thing. There's like the color scheme of it is very like it's a very deep green color. Even it's a very deep green color, and there's like just black shadows that are just consistently just moving throughout it from what you can see.
These are the boots?
I want to take a body from my hole, throw it at it.
Okay. You throw the body at it, and just slides down. It just hits it and slides down to the ground.
So you're throwing the whole body?
Yeah. I mean, he was already dead. So.
Is it the whole body or the whole body?
The body in the hole.
Right.
The whole body.
Ah. I see.
So I'm going to give up on the crystal and go into the library and investigate the library off to the side.
Okay. Give me another investigation check for that.
I'll go with Lucius just to wander into the library.
Deagos, you kind of look around, and as you don't find anything in terms of in the general area for that looks like a mall. You don't find anything that looks like a mall at all, but you do find a very
You do find an Aunt Annie's pretzel shop, as well as a GameStop and a Pac Sun. But you didn't find the mall you were looking for. I'm sorry.
You're looking for West Town Mall.
disadvantage to Dryden for the rest of the night.
Is it a strip mall?
Oh my god.
You do find a very beautiful and ornate scythe, though. That is.
Do I
hanging-
also see
that is hanging on the wall?
And Dryden heading over to the library?
Yeah.
Can I follow them?
Is no one concerned about those clanging noises we heard?
No.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
No, we got fire.
We got fire and thorns between the two of us. I think we'll be all right.
I mean, how
Which
long
the
is
fire
that?
is still crackling too.
All right.
Can I pull it all? The scythe.
Yeah, if you want to.
Any kind of roll?
No, I mean like you just pull it off. You can pull it off the wall. It's not hard to pull it off the wall.
Okay.
It is very beautiful as like you kind of move it through the air. You see the blade just has a very shiny and silver tint to it. When you pick it up, you feel as though you instantly feel this insatiable hunger
Okay.
kind of come over you.
I have a muffin. It's from the
Is it the
first
hunger?
episode.
I'd rather have Tonph coffee. I've heard about that muffin. I'm gonna just put it on my back, and I'll
Okay.
have it looked at later or
Okay.
whenever.
All right, good to know.
Put the team on your back, though.
All right. So Dryden, Tonph, and Leucis, you all enter into this library, into this like kind of workspace, this library space. Investigation checks first two, I will take.
13 for me.
All right, so 19 and 13. Okay. As you go through and look over the desks and look through the bookshelves, you find different notes and drawings of different different creatures, different humanoids that seems to be studying their anatomy. There are some drawings that seem to have the outline of a human or some creature, and seems to show different an energy moving through it, with different points specifically pointed out or like different like designated and identified on it. From the pictures that you can tell, the writing, you unfortunately none of you can read any of it. Tonph, you do find
Is it infernal?
It is not. But Tonph, you do, as you're kind of searching through the desk, you do find a small brown pouch that, as you open it, it's got some chocolate in it.
Did you say charcoal or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
This will make for
And-
fine hot cocoa.
Dryden, as you're looking around, you do, sitting on the desk as well, you also find a few bottles of this kind of green liquid that seems to just be.
My turn for mystery liquids.
Oh, sorry. It's it's faintly green glowing liquid.
Yeah.
There's about 3 bottles of that, and then there's about 3 bottles of like this blue glowing green liquid that you all find. And that's what you guys find.
I'm going to take those drawings and put them in the backpack.
Okay.
Does the green liquid look familiar to me?
Does not, no.
I want to walk into the library and ask them about the crystal in the middle and say, weren't you guys trying to talk to your dead friend? Maybe this orb can help? It's the only thing I've seen around.
Is this? Would we be able to discern whether this is possibly the orb of passage?
Make it just a general intelligence check.
Maybe I should do that.
16.
Can I do
You haven't been given much information on
20.
You haven't been given much information on the orb of passage in general, just that it exists. This is a large, kind of unshaped gem. It doesn't really look like a small orb at all.
By any chance, when we were looking through the library, did we perhaps come across something that may have referenced or alluded to a possible orb?
Nothing in the library that you can find now.
Not even in its many books.
In the few minutes that you guys have had to glance through them, nothing really that you can find. No.
Guys, would you like to take a time to read through these books and maybe take a long rest?
Wait, did I hear books?
There is still clanging coming from down the hallway right now. Clang, clang, clang.
I'm
need to
going
find
to
an
take
exit,
my
I think.
short
You can
sword and I'm
throw those
going
books
to
into that.
strike the crystal.
All right, make an attack roll.
is the clanging like an armor kind of clang, or is it
It's
more,
more
like
like
a symbol kind of clang?
Why don't we throw those books into that black orb that Leucis has?
it's more like this kind of
Portal.
pong, like kind of like something's ramming into like a door, like ramming into something metal over and over.
Kind of like a battering ram.
Kind of not that loud though, and it's not like it sounds like a bunch of like someone like a bunch of bodies are running into a door over and over and over again.
Like they're doing it, but they're not getting anywhere.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Is it so? It's not getting closer then.
Yeah, it's not getting closer. You just hear it coming down you just hear it from down the hall, which you guys already passed.
Got it.
So
Can I do an Arcana check on this orb or this gem?
well, the Arcana check's already happened for the gem.
Gotcha.
So, Tonph, you go over to the gem, this large crystal that's in the center of the room, and you take your short sword and just swing at it. And as you do, as you swing directly at the crystal, a black energy comes out and catches your sword, almost in the shape of a hand.
Mage hand. I want to grab the hand.
You cast Mage Hand and try to grab the hand. The Mage Hand tries to grasp onto it and finds no purchase. The hand lets go of the sword and rescinds back into the green gem.
I want to talk at the gem. And I say, who's in there?
There's no response.
Damn you, you green gem.
I don't see another way out. Maybe this is the way out. Somebody want to touch it?
I'll touch it.
I found this green juice. Should I throw it on it?
I'll touch the butt.
Not much I can do unless we rest.
So, Leucis and Brontor are touching the gem?
Yeah, I'll touch it.
All right.
Oh, that fucking DM smirk right there.
I would like for both of you to make wisdom saving.
Wisdom save. Yeah.
Did you say
Oh,
wisdom?
shit.
Glad I didn't touch it.
You're like, can someone else touch this?
Hey, I'm weak here.
11.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay.
We got faces going on over here.
How many
So-
of my stored wild magics go off?
How many
Oddly en-
pieces of my
odd-
face still exist?
Oddly enough, Leucis, over the past 5 minutes, you have been steadily regaining health. Your wounds have been sealing, and you are back at full health at the moment.
Hey,
The fuck is this shit? Get out of here!
Like his face isn't worms
Shit didn't
anymore.
work for Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
His
just-
wild magic for the next
Did not.
wild magic roll of 15 for the next minute and a half. You gain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns. So
Wow.
he is back to full health.
GGs.
Is his face like in his ear?
No, his face is still fucked up, but his ears and his nose and his lips and everything—they're all like still baby lips. Like they're all like still super small, but they're growing in slowly.
It's just all I can
His hair's
I'm just seeing the Deadpool hand.
Yep.
I bet it looks
Yeah.
huge in this hand.
except very, very slowly. You do actually see a little bit of white stubble where his hair was, and it's starting to grow back in as well.
Hey, looking good there, Lucius.
That's besides the point,
Ew,
because
you're looking good.
as Brontor and Lucius go up to the gem and touch it,
Wait, don't touch that.
Brontor, you go up, touch the gem, and your hand just kind of glance in. You just see black swirls going on and on everywhere in there. Lucius, as your hand goes up and touches, you watch.
Lucius, no, wait, don't.
You watch as a shadow. You watch as your personal shadow touches the gem, and a hand from inside, like a black hand from inside the gem, goes up to where your hand is and meets it, and you can just see the faintest remnants of an arm just kind of disappearing deeper and deeper into the gem itself.
Did I see this?
No, you're you're
Brontor?
looking at your reflection in the gem.
Mm.
Lucius, you don't see a reflection in the gem. You see what looks to be 2 pinpricks of yellow light at about eye level with you.
I whisper, I see you.
The shadow hand from the gem reaches out and begins coiling around your upper forearm and begins just coiling up to your shoulder and to your neck, where the hand just rests there.
I run.
I say,
pull.
I've died 1 million deaths in my lifetime. How many have you?
The hand begins to squeeze, and you're lifted up into the air. And the rest of you watch as Lucius just appears to be still touching the gem, is just pulled up into the air, just 10, 15 feet up, and is still touching the gem, but this black, kind of smoke and vapor is kind of just wrapping around one arm at the moment, and seems to be coiling around his neck at this point.
Can I jump and grab him and pull him off of it?
Make an athletics check.
Sure.
He's 15 feet up at the moment.
Yeah. 21.
What level are you?
6.
Okay. What's your strength modifier? Not the modifier. Not the modifier. The score.
20.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, you can only go half that.
Oh, so
That's
it's 10.
So you can go 10 feet up. So you jump up and you miss by about the span of about 5 feet.
I'd run up and I'd jump off of his shoulders while he's in the air.
Make an athletics check as
Oh,
well.
you fucking know it, man. Athletics for days.
You jump up and push Dingus, jump off of Deagos' shoulder and jump straight up to where Lucius is at. You try to reach around him. Just as you do, Lucius's form turns to smoke and is pulled into the crystal. You are left hanging 15 feet in the air, looking around.
I'm in, boys.
Acrobatics check, please, Dryden.
Oh, okay. At 14.
Easy enough landing. You still suffer 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground, but
I die. I pass out.
Oh, okay. So
I'm just kidding. Don't pass
no way. You were 80 last time I checked.
What? I'm only at 50. I'm 44 now.
Oh, okay.
I got the shit kicked out of me in that last fight.
I asked if anyone needed healing.
I still have 44 health. I normally have 120. I'm not going to sit here and complain about that. I have more. I still have more health left than Lucius has total.
Brontor walks over to Dryden and says, "Hey, if you need some of my help, I can rip it from me and give it to you."
Bro, that's like the kindest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Do you need it? I'll give it to you now.
Nah, I got healing stuff. I'm good. I
Are
can
you
buy.
sure?
Yeah,
I can
fine.
do it now.
Would it make you feel better?
Yes, it would.
Then
No, I don't
go
want to hear
for it.
Brontor again. I don't want to hear Brontor again.
It's
Don't
okay.
let me this. Please.
I'll give him one.
Did I see
D6.
Lucius go into the crystal? Yes.
Yes.
Here's 4
I go and I touch the crystal.
from me to
You
you.
go up and touch the crystal, Nothing.
I get 4 from you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you got 4.
Hey, bro.
I lose.
Thanks,
4.
man.
You're welcome.
I'm
Okay.
solo dolo on this.
I
administration.
run to the library and I try to search for anything that looks like the crystal in these books.
Make an investigation check.
While she's doing this, are these tables up here around the crystal?
Yeah, they are sprawled out tables like that.
Yeah,
Look like
I'm gonna
that
start
ha-
grabbing
that
the
are-
tables.
They're blood stained. They are like, you can tell that different creatures have been tied down to it as there are like restraints on it at this point.
Can I pick them up?
They're bolted pretty firmly to the ground. I mean, you can certainly try, but
And at this point, we've seen both Lucius and Tonph go into the crystal.
nope, just Lucius. Tonph and Brontor have both gone up to the crystal and touched it, but
So what? I'm just kind of looking at it while it's up in the air.
What about
Yeah,
that
I mean,
clanging
yeah.
up there?
You're just kind of looking at it. I mean, you've gone up and touched it. Nothing's really happened. You just see
Nothing just happened.
you just see this infinite, like, just swirling of black mist and everything.
You
Yeah, I
guys
wanna-
are so crazy inside of that crystal thing. Man.
While they're working on that, I want to start trying to pull these things out of the ground and try to make a makeshift fence back here with us right in front of the fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna go touch the crystal.
Okay.
Touch
You go-
the butt.
Stop touching the crystal.
clanging.
Touch the butt.
I'm trying to find out more about the crystal.
All right. You do manage to find, Jeska, a single page that has the crystal on it, or an outline of the crystal from what you can tell. The writing is in a language that you have no clue what it says, but it does. But you can see 4 different black outlined humanoid figures surrounding it, from what you can see on the paper.
Anyway, I show everyone that's not inside of a crystal the book. Can anyone read this?
Well, I'm not in the crystal yet, to my knowledge.
Nope. Dryden just goes up and touches the crystal. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm so good at those. Oh, it's not a saving throw. Hang on. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Take the first one. Yeah, please take the first one. They're both the modifier is exactly the same on both of them.
Yep. As you go up and touch it, black smoke begins to wreathe around your hand.
Oh god
Oh,
Hey
no.
guys, check me
Oh,
out.
no. It's not good, I don't think.
Stop touching
You-
the crystal.
I guess
I grab onto Dryden.
Grab him. Yeah, me too.
you both grab onto Dryden, and Dryden, are you guys trying to pull him away, or are you?
No, I'm going with him.
I'm trying to pull him.
All right, so
I'm gonna
Jessica's,
take a swing at the
I'm
crystal.
not pulling.
Jessica's
I'm pulling.
awkwardly trying to pull him away, and
As I go, guys, don't worry about me. I pop open a healing potion and I drink it, and get sucked away into nothing.
I want to try to hit the crystal.
just make me a dexterity check, Dryden.
Check.
Yeah.
While Dryden is getting that potion,
Yeah.
I hit both of his arms and say change.
Oh my god.
So Dryden, you pop open you chug it, and just before you hear this change, whoop, you are just transformed into a snake, and the smoke envelops your entire body, and you, in snake form, are pulled into the crystal.
Chain.
Tonph, you holding onto his tail, go with him for a second before the fist slams into the crystal, and you drop down to the ground.
Well, this is horse shit.
I'm not soloing.
Lucius and Dryden.
Hey, dude.
You don't see each other. You are both just currently enveloped in darkness.
Even dark vision doesn't work or
Nope,
nothing.
dark vision doesn't help for jack shit in this. You're both just completely enveloped in darkness at this point.
And you're a
Brontor,
snake.
make me an attack. And Dryden is a snake, yes.
Attack.
Wait, I'm making it. Wait, what am I doing?
Nope. Brontor, make me an attack.
Oh,
14 hit.
Okay, it's easy enough to hit. You slam into the crystal.
Yep.
Pretty hard. You watch as like a small little just kind of crack, like just very tiny, almost as though you barely phased it, just kind of appears.
Should we really try to break this while we're so weak?
I don't know. It's got a hold of our friends.
I know, but
I don't like that.
It could also get a hold of us.
Deagos, you managed to get like the first table up at this point.
Sweet.
Friends first before me. I'm gonna take another swing at it.
Make me an attack.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to contemplate my boots and see if I can figure out what they're doing.
Okay. Yep. This time you get a good whack into it, and you watch as that one little crack that you had spiders out across most of the whole thing.
How do you know that's going to release them, Brontor? You could just destroy their way back out.
He does as he's racing back for the other tape for the next table. The gem's still standing.
Our friends who don't know how this magic works.
I should take another swing then?
No, I think we should figure out.
If Brontor kills Dryden, I'm going to be so mad at Cody.
Alright, I won't swing
I
anymore.
think at least we should go into this with a little more strength and a little more knowledge.
What, you saying I'm not strong enough?
Not in your brain.
Nobody can read that book.
Alright, I'm taking another swing.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
You can't even hear him.
Okay. All right. So, Deagos, at this point, you've managed to get the second table up and are still making this awkward, odd fence at this point. The clanging. Yeah.
I think it's a nice fence.
I'm just trying to protect us. There's something clanging back there.
We still have a firewall, right? And thorns?
Yeah, but like if we can keep them on that side of the fire.
The thorns are still there. The fire is not.
Firewall.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I'm doing something good here.
Healing us from viruses.
Balan kind of walks up and examines the crystal and is like, this is odd.
Thanks, Balan.
Why would...
Super fucking helpful.
Dynamite drop in, Balan.
Fuck it.
I'll be over here if you need me.
I hit the crystal as well.
Oh, what?
With my super staff.
Make me an attack.
What the fuck? Leucis, it's gonna be Jeska and Brontor that are our demise.
It's not rolling.
All along.
It won't
Should have
roll.
killed them sooner.
Oh, this is it.
Let's see, what do I got? I got anything else?
Ten hits.
I didn't mean to hit that, sorry.
You race up and just whack right at the same relative point that Brontor was hitting, and you watch as even more cracks just kind of...
Can I investigate the cracks to see if I see anything through them?
You get closer to the cracks, and as you do, you watch as dark smoke and vapor begins to just emanate and spew from them.
These cracks appear to be quite cracky.
What?
I fan to see if the smoke will dissipate.
You fan the black smoke seems to just get thicker and thicker, and seems to be kind of like now just spilling onto the ground. At this point.
Damn.
Damn.
Don't you just hate it when black gas comes out of your crack?
Yeah.
More and more of this black smoke is just pouring out of these cracks at this point.
I can try to mend this. Do you want me to try to mend this?
I mean, have you tried to call out to Dryden or Leucis and see if they can hear you through the crack?
Hey, I do it in the earbud. Hey, Dryden, Leucis, can y'all hear me?
No response.
I'm gonna take another swing at it.
Oh, shit.
If it helps though, Rams, I can hear you in the real world.
Has anything happened to them
listening.
while they've been in there?
Brontor, make another attack.
Yep.
God damn it, Brontor!
13 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
So With this, Brontor slams the hammer in crystal, and a huge portion of it just shatters into a million pieces, and this black inky smoke just kind of comes out of this crystal and washes over all of you. And as it kind of as you are all blinded, you can't see anything. Even those with you with dark vision can't see anything through this.
Blinded by the blight.
As the smoke begins to fade and begins to finally dissipate after about 3 minutes, you hear this
Dryden, is that you?
sound as it finally dissipates, and you can finally see onto the ground, and you see a small snake just wriggling there.
Dryden!
The fuck, man!
You're welcome.
You glance.
Also-
You glance.
Lucius.
Can I collect a piece of the shard? As
I
the
look around
game
for
dissipates?
Lucius.
You glance around on the bottom portion of the floor, and you also see Lucius laying there with something white clutched into his hand.
What you got there, Lucius?
I got it. I got it, guys. I got
What's-
the heart.
What step is that?
82.
Is that your orb?
Lucius and Dryden, you are both at 1 HP.
Yeah!
Oh.
I roll over onto my back, holding the heart. I got the heart, guys. It's okay. I beat the monster.
It's less of a heart and more of just a very perfect, clear sphere.
Do I see how hurt they are?
So it's like a.
They just look fucking exhausted.
Guys, are you okay?
Nope.
Do you
No.
need healing? Okay, I do.
Yes.
I channel divinity for them, which is now like what? God, that's a ton.
I want a glowing piece of that radical rock.
40, so 20 each.
All right, both heal up 20.
I too desire some of the rock.
Wait.
Okay. Yeah, I mean they're easy. They're shards of varying sizes. You're able to pick up 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, I want that. Go, Craig.
I will take a piece of as a trophy for my adventures.
Tom,
I don't even know that you went through.
you spent some time meditating on the boots. And over the course of
See a halfling just sitting cross-legged staring at boots.
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 that's kind of what it was.
Boots.
Shoes.
Let's get 'em.
Boots.
Oh my God,
boots.
shoes.
There you go.
What kind of boots are they? Ostrich skin?
You have taken some
Gator?
time to you took some time to attune to them, and you have.
Nice.
But Dryden and Lucius are back into this realm apparently, and seem to be watching what appears to be a
What was it like in there?
clear
Lucius?
orb.
Oh
Hey, do you
man,
guys need more health points?
it was Shangri-La. There was women and gold and food. It was death. It was dark. It was horrible.
That's why you don't touch random crystals like
I
that.
thought he might need help. Every single time he gets all fidgety like that, he runs off into some other realm, and then we need to save him. So I thought maybe I'd go save him.
Do you guys need more
Good
health
job.
points?
Good job.
I had this dream once that we were all fighting, and I ended up in that hole of his. It kind of reminded me of that.
I think his hole's full of blood.
Hey, I've been in that hole before. Wait, was that a
Didn't
dream?
he dump all of his blood out?
No, only like a quart of it.
I dumped a little bit of it out.
There was like a box that it was open invisibly. I think I had that dream too.
Are you guys, do we
Can we
need to
rest? Can we rest? Let's go to the library. I
mean-
used my last level 4 spell.
But what's that sound?
Oh, I blocked it all.
Oh, you.
It's John Cena.
Pong pong.
I hate you so much right now, Shadowcawn.
Can we all go to the library? I can wall us off.
The library?
Library.
The library.
Yeah, we can go sleep there. I sleep on some books.
Y'all go with that?
Do you want to barricade us in there in case anything
I can-
that is
I can
coming
build a-
through
I can
doesn't?
build a rock
get us?
Like a 4-foot walk wall. Isn't it 4 foot? I don't know how much it is.
Your spell.
I believe
It's
it's
a new
5.
spell, okay? Stone.
Is it stone shape?
Yeah. 5 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Nice. That'll do.
All right, so you guys make your way to the library or this kind of study area. Jeska taking a few minutes to barricade you all in there.
I used my sand that I got. My pocket sand to make it.
Yeah. All right.
Really useful.
And what are you guys doing?
I need a long rest. I pass out.
I'm gonna vote that Dryden and Leucis get to sleep first, or for the whole night because we're dying.
Go sleep.
I can't
I'll
heal
watch.
you.
Yeah, I'll watch as well because I'm okay.
All right, so you all pass out, and a few minutes, take some time to sleep. Tonph and Brontor,
Yep.
you guys are roll me. I need one of you to roll me a d10.
Go ahead, Cody.
Got it. D10 coming out.
Okay. Over the course of your watch, you continue to hear this initial clanging sound that goes on for about an hour before it stops, and silence seems to kind of resume this entire area. Anything else you guys want to do on your watch?
I want to. Nope. I got nothing.
Can I do what's it called? Hold on. I'm thinking. I know what it's called, but I can't think of what the word is. Primeval awareness, is that
Primeval awareness.
primeval? I was like primeval.
Primeval.
And look for what is it? I think aberrations.
Yeah. You take a few minutes. Meditating on aberrations and all aberration kinds. And you don't seem to feel any within a 6-mile radius of you.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Good to know.
Can I save that book that I took that has the crystal that we broke in it?
Yeah.
I want to try to study the language. Oh, sorry, when I wake up.
I was going to say you're sleeping at the moment, but sure.
When I wake up.
Right, so Brontor
I'm
and...
gonna be. You can't just do that. You can't just do that.
I was wondering if somebody would finish it.
Brontor and Tonph, that is your watch. Who's
Yes.
up next?
I'll take a watch.
I'll take a watch.
I high five Tonph.
Leucis and Deagos. One of you roll me a d10. I don't care which.
I'll do it.
Yeah, because he's got to roll in a box apparently.
6. While we're on the watch, I'm gonna take the scythe off my back and see if Lucius can discern if it's arcane in nature.
I also want to study some of the spare scrolls that I have, the 3 unidentified ones.
All right. So, during your watch and taking some time to just kind of look over the scythe, this is what you find. And you're looking over the remaining scrolls, is what you said you're looking over.
Yeah, the 3 scrolls in his scythe.
Yeah. Well, the scythe he's able to find out just by looking over everything, so we're good there. This is right.
And I'll use the infrared sight too, if that helps at all.
Okay. Trying to find where put those. Sorry, I'm trying to find my notes real quick.
No worries, bro.
I have a lot of
Dare
notes.
you? How dare you?
We'll just
Rate of play,
sit
rate
here.
of play.
Just sit here. Fine.
Fidget spinner attack.
Whatever.
So, we'll say that you figure out the other. We'll say you figure out about 2 of them for sure. Lucius, while I hunt down and find out what they are, because I currently have lost minutes on that thing.
So it's like 4 episodes ago.
I've already identified the orb or the sphere and the finger of death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to find the notes. And I don't know where they're walled off to, so I will find them and I will let you know what they.
Is the sphere like a fushigi?
Oh, you'll see.
Anyways,
You'll all see.
Fushigi, the coolest ball in the world.
Okay. So you take some time on your remaining words are hard. On your remaining 3 scrolls. You get those figured out. Or okay. And oddly enough, nothing else seems to really happen on.
Question,
Yes.
Nathan. What's the rarity of this? It says it depending on the rarity and partial.
It's already factored in.
Okay. Sweet.
Yep. So, all right. Okay. Lucius, one of the scrolls is a scroll of erupting earth. That's cast as a 3rd level erupting earth spell. The second one is a scroll of shaping water. And the final one is a scroll of storm sphere.
Sweet.
Kitty.
All right. So, over the course of all right, so that is your guys' watch. If anyone else is taking, you still have one more watch. If you want to figure out how that's going, or
I'll do the last watch.
okay.
And during such, I will study that book.
All right, you're studying the book. Make me a general.
Can I do the last watch too? Will that take away?
Yeah,
from
if you
anything?
want.
All right.
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah. Both of you. Well, if one of you roll me a d10 first off, and then just gonna make me an intelligence check.
That's not a D10.
No, that's her intelligence check.
Oh.
And
Rolled a
d10. Cool.
3.
All right. Cool.
Need to roll the d10?
Okay. All right. Nothing of consequence seems to happen throughout or during your watch. Jeska, you do, as you're reading and kind of looking through this book, it seems to just be like they're common letters, like they're letters that are used in common, but these are no words you've ever
So I'm trying to learn the language. Is that
Right.
possible? Okay.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
It's so while the letters are used in common and are it's like the exact same alphabet, they seem to just be jumbled together and don't seem to form any word or cohesive like figuring that you can work out during this time, and without really having a basis of where to start from. Throughout the entire watch, like you make very little headway on it.
In the creepiest way possible, I like peer over her shoulder to see if I can read it.
You can't.
I can't read it either. And then so, continually being creepy, I just fade back away.
Just
Yeah, just
right over the shoulder,
just
and then just shrinking back into the shadows is great.
Jeska feels a little uncomfortable.
Nathan, did you say storm spear or sphere?
Sphere.
Cool, thanks.
These all can be found. All of these spells can be found in the environmental or the elemental evil player's companion.
evil?
Environmental
Evil?
Protection Agency.
Excuse me?
Elemental evil player's companion is where you
EPA.
spell.
Oh, good. Glad that that's where Lucius is learning
Yeah, let's
things
give
from.
Lucius more evil stuff. That's good.
And somehow I'm the one that's what am I now? I'm fucking still neutral evil. I'm
You're
the neutral evil.
You're neutral evil at the moment.
Murdered that dude in cold blood.
I'm sorry. Who has a bag full of people that he killed? I killed one guy.
You totally murked that guy.
You're sleeping, Brontor.
He killed cultists.
I killed one guy.
You totally murked that guy.
Jeska, as you're talking to Dryden, you watch as his eyes. There's a quick flash of yellow.
Dryden? Dryden, did you fart? Something happened to your eyes.
I don't think so, but I've been feeling kind of funny.
I'm worried about you. Did you get enough rest?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel great.
You just said you felt funny.
I mean, I in terms of I feel great as I'm well rested, but like, I also feel like, have you ever stared at a fire for like 3 days straight after tripping on some pretty hard herbs?
I grew up in a sanctuary. I'm
so yeah, you understand. Perfect. Yeah, it's like that.
Okay. I say a prayer to Bahamut for Dryden's purity.
At that point, I do fart.
See, just let the evil come out of you. Just let it come out of you.
Exorcise the demons.
Oh man. So as the remainder of your rest comes to fruition, you all wake up much more refreshed. Wounds, some of them still bleeding. Dryden, you do notice that there is a dark spot right in the middle of your chest. Like almost like a bruise, just a very heavy bruise right there.
I just button up my vest.
Okay. Kind of hides it.
Does Brontor see it before he buttons it up?
I mean, Brontor's always looking at
Make a
so.
perception check. Dryden, make me a sleight of hand check.
Yes.
Actually, Dryden, sleight of hand or deception, whatever you prefer.
That's too late. I don't want to take that. 17.
Okay.
I didn't
No.
see it.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
To be fair, I don't think I was trying to deceive anybody anyway, so.
I'm gonna offer Dryden. Jessica's gonna offer Dryden a muffin for breakfast, and while doing such, she's gonna check out his eyes and see if it's still there.
Hey, you guys, I still got some of this giant centipede meat at the bottom of my bag here. You guys want to have some of that for breakfast?
Dryden, you want a muffin?
I'm all set on muffins, but I appreciate the offer.
Can I
Centipede
check
breakfast?
the chocolate to see if there's anything particularly magical about it?
As you open up the pouch,
It's herbal chocolate.
Sorry.
as you open up the pouch of,
I prefer the term medicinal chocolate.
as you open up the pouch, you do find that there is chocolate in there. However, this chocolate looks
Special?
moldy, and as you kind of look at it for a second and try and pick one up, it lets off this really horrible smell to it, and I mean, for you, that's like
Gonna
kind of
have
perfume,
Leucis.
but
I'm gonna start making some hot chocolate.
I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming.
so you start making some. You use the chocolate to make hot chocolate, and it empties the entire pouch.
To him, it's potpourri.
Do you drink the hot chocolate?
Of course, I drink the hot chocolate.
God damn it.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Do it.
With advantage, because he's used to
Nope.
ingesting.
He's used to chocolates.
With disadvantage because he's Tonph.
16.
Hey.
It's not bad. You've had plenty worse.
All right. Anybody want some hot chocolate? I found some chocolate earlier.
You found chocolate?
Wait, you found chocolate?
Yeah. Yeah, there was chocolate down here. I made hot chocolate for everybody. Anybody want some?
Wait, is this
I'll
like,
have some.
is this like your coffee?
Yeah.
No, this is new.
Hey,
I
Nathan.
didn't have the ingredients to make the chocolate.
I checked my healer's pack to see if there's any like anti-diuretics.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure.
Okay, here you guys go.
So all of you who are drinking the hot chocolate, make Constitution saving.
18.
Yeah. Nah. Fine.
Y'all are used to this.
That's not
Brontor
the,
dies.
Hey,
we're all having a delightful breakfast.
this is not bad at all. It's got.
No,
it's
it's pretty. No, it tastes horrible,
It's a little pungent.
but you're fine.
It's a little pungent.
Thank you, Tonph.
Hey, don't listen, guys.
It does taste better than his normal coffee. It's a nice change of pace, but it's still not.
I gotta walk this one off though. I slept funny. I gotta walk it off.
Did I,
kinda
did
like
I see his eyes, by the way? Is
It leaves
still-
like a
No, they
film
look
on
like
your
that-
tongue.
They look like his regular eyes. Nothing's changed about him. There's no hint of yellow in them at all.
Yeah, it leaves
Apart
like
from
a
the normal,
film.
apart from the normal tinge of yellow that's there. But I mean,
Jessica,
Nathan,
why are you all up on
by
my
chance,
face
would I
today?
know
I just wanted to
that
do
I
one
could
of
do
them.
this, or do I have to wait a little bit and contemplate it?
spending the night with it, you figure like you're able to figure it out basically.
Okay,
I'll say you figured it out like, while you were
myself.
working on. I'll say you kind of figured it out while you were on your watch.
Okay, I mutter the phrase to myself.
Okay. It fills.
Oh, that's so cool.
What?
What happened?
What? Oh no, it's cool that you guys have my coffee. Or sorry, hot chocolate. Did you guys like it?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I made hot chocolate. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I mean it was fine.
What are you muttering to yourself over there?
I really hope they enjoy this hot chocolate I made them.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Okay, cool, awesome, good to know.
I don't trust Tom. Can I see if he's lying?
Make an insight check.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Tom, thank you. Tom in general is normally pretty easy to read for you, Jeska. He's hiding. I mean, he's not telling you the whole truth, but
Nothing but the truth.
I'm not necessarily lying.
not necessarily lying to you either.
What are you lying to us about?
I didn't lie. I'm happy that they had the hot
He's
chocolate.
But that wasn't why you muttered things.
Huh? The reason I muttered things? I always mutter things.
your
What are you
mutter
trying to
was a
hide
mutter.
from us? We're supposed to trust each other. Why don't you trust us?
I don't trust
I-
you guys.
I trust you guys. I've never said I've not trusted you guys.
Then why would you
Do-
hide things from us?
Do I feel fine right now?
Not
you feel fine.
hiding anything. I just gave away my chocolates.
Shouldn't we try to find a way out of here? I mean, we're kind of stuck. There's no
Balan
way out.
You
walks-
asked
Balan-
you.
Balan walks over next to you, Deagos, and be like, "It's actually a really smart idea."
Shut up, baloney.
I mean,
Look at this.
I mean,
Dingus
that's
and
what-
Baloney over here trying
guys
to tell
want
us
them,
what's
guys-
what.
we got
Are you
teleported
wanting
into
more
this
chocolates,
area.
Jessica?
I'm just wondering why you're not telling us the full truth.
I'm telling you the truth. I've got chocolates, and I
can
gave
tell
away
that you're not.
chocolates.
I can
Alright,
tell
so
you're not.
you had chocolates, we had hot chocolate. It's not awesome, but it's okay.
I mean, here, look. You can see. I open up the bag and show him that there's more chocolates in there.
Yeah. He
I
opens
feel
up the
like
bag.
there's more to this, but we should probably get going.
He opens up the bag and there's plenty of chocolate in it.
Yeah.
It's like a small like gold
Trust
pouch.
Tonph.
When he opens it up, do I get a whiff of like the chocolate?
I'm going to wander over to that area that troll, whatever.
You have a 5-foot wall of stone in between you guys right now.
I can't walk over the 5
It's 5 foot high. It's 5 foot high.
It's
too.
5 feet high, 5 feet thick, and
it's 5 feet.
like you guys boxed yourselves in this room at the moment. The smell of the chocolate. I mean, it smells like chocolate.
Oh, okay. I have no problem with it. Let's move on.
I mean, I can tell that you're lying, but I'll let it go for now.
He probably just gave you coffee. Come on.
I didn't lie.
I can tell that you're not telling the full truth.
That's different.
Balan takes his greatsword and just puts it against the rock, and you watch as the blade just begins to glow with this divine energy as he just slowly pushes it and sinks it into the rock, and begins carving out very slowly a doorway.
Nice.
I mean, I could just get rid of it. You do your
Thanks,
thing.
Balan.
Yeah, keep going. That's pretty cool.
It takes him about 10 minutes to do, so that's why you're having that conversation. Eventually, there's a doorway.
Baloney, do you want any hot chocolate?
That's the coolest thing Baloney's done so far.
I'm good. I'll take one of the pieces of chocolate though.
Okay, here. I'll give him some of the chocolate.
He takes some of the chocolate and eats it.
All right,
That's actually really good. That's really good.
Yeah, it's good chocolate. I like it.
You've been carrying this around this whole time, and I just
found it.
You found this
Yeah, I just found it.
here?
Yeah, down here.
He awkwardly looks through the door. All right. And you see as he grasps his holy symbol real quick, and there's like a slight flash of divine energy, and
Is that holy
he looks really confused for a second, and just looks at you and is like, "Well, surprisingly, that's actually pretty good."
It's like the chocolate. Of
I
1,000
told you it's good
corpses.
chocolate.
Yeah. Hold on to that. That might come in handy. And he walks through the doorway.
I get it because it fits in my hand. I know what you're thinking, Baloney.
So, you guys are down in this area.
Let's do something.
So we're trying to figure out how to get Geth back and find this mall so that Dingus can go shopping, right?
Yep, Dingus wants to go on a shopping spree.
Do we know if there's anybody on the other side of this rock thing?
As you poke your head through the door that the door that Jeska made.
Yeah, I'll stealth.
I made the wall.
Oh, Balan's already through it at this point and is on the other side.
What was that orb that Leucis found? Did you ever look at that?
Mine.
While we're walking, I'll ask.
I fought a 20-foot demon to get this thing. It's mine.
Yeah, okay. But did you try to talk to Geth with that? Was that the orb you guys are looking for?
I mean, it's pretty.
To be fair, Tom's the one looking for the orb.
It's clear. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think we've.
did you
I don't think he's
did you
known
had
Geth.
some kind of? Well, I've heard you guys talking about him.
Yeah, but he doesn't know Geth.
He's heard you guys talking about him.
Yeah, but he doesn't know Geth.
Theriston's told me about Geth.
Did you
Nobody
use that
knows
little
anything
divine rod thing to try to, that find rod? Let's see if you
Wait, what rod?
Leucis, can you just hold up your orb and so I can just look at your orb, please? I don't take it from you or anything. I just want to look at it.
Are you hitting on Lucius right now?
Hand it.
What do you do?
What?
I can't hear you. I just want to look at your orb.
That's oddly sexual, Jeska.
Everyone wants to look at my orbs.
No, just the one that you found inside the the crystal.
Oh, the one that I killed the demon.
Yes. Can I just
Oh
observe
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I'll
he
hold
killed
it
a
up.
demon for that, by the way.
I think he's making that
You
up.
don't know.
I mean,
Can I-
I was in there with you. I'm pretty sure I know.
Unless I was a little bit of smoke that I saved you guys from.
Do I know if this is the orb that we've been looking for?
It's an orb.
Doesn't Tonph have some
didn't-
divine rod to find stuff?
That's
I'm gonna speak
Facts.
giant to it.
Speak giant to the orb itself.
You say
Yes.
giant?
You speak. What do you say to it?
Big friend to
I-
enter.
Yes, speak friend and enter. No, I'm
Anybody
gonna
want a peanut?
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna talk to Geth and see if it does anything.
You start talking and conversing with it, as though you are talking to Geth. You make about 2 sentences in before the rest of you notice that he just goes oddly quiet and just stands there with a blank look on his face. After about 2 minutes of him standing there, he kind of comes back to himself.
Tom, are you okay?
When he comes back, so I'm shaking. Tom! Tom, are you okay? Buddy! Little buddy!
I got the chocolates here.
Oh, thank God you're okay. Thank
No,
God.
I really actually want those chocolates back. Can I please have them?
Sorry. Thank you. Take the chocolates and put them in my bag.
All right. Well, I keep the pouch.
Yeah. Okay. Dryden, mark off that you have 15 small pieces of chocolate.
Yeah, 15 tiny pieces of rotten chocolate.
Nope, just chocolate.
Oh,
These
really?
ones are not rotten.
You asshole. Wait a minute.
They smell fine.
14 pieces of chocolate.
Okay.
Huh.
You
Okay.
you feel a little better.
I feel
Your the cricks in your neck, the aches in your bones, and you watch as one of your cuts on your forearm.
What about his?
You holding out on us, bro?
No, I gave you chocolates. What are you guys talking about?
Do you have any more chocolate?
No, I gave you all my chocolate. See?
Let me see the pouch.
And I opened up the pouch.
Completely empty.
Thought you used all the chocolate before to make all the cocoa the first time.
All right, something about
No,
the
I
pouch.
just made chocolate.
But that crazy voice in the sky said you used all the cocoa.
Wait, you hear Theriston too? Or do we finally have somebody else that can hear Theriston?
I'm just gonna put this
Are we
chocolate in
still
my
in the
bag.
library?
Will kneel.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Are we still in the library?
Tom, what
No,
happened?
you're kind of just like in the general. You're back in like the crystal room right now.
all the dead bodies.
I
What
started just
happened? You were
beating
kind
on
of out of it.
corpses with my hammer.
Do what now?
You were kind of out of it just now. Is everything okay?
Yeah. Everything seems fine.
Promise.
Literally just stood still for 2 minutes, which you've literally never done in the history of knowing you.
I'm pretty sure I've stood still before.
For 2 minutes straight?
Yeah, it's kind of one of the records, but I have done it before.
You
Okay.
kind of went dead in the eyes.
Yeah, it didn't seem like you were here.
Wow, guys. I mean, I know it's dark down here, but I mean, I'm not feeling that bad.
I'm just letting you know that you were gone.
Start looking for a switch or something to see if they're.
On a side note,
Wall.
am I eventually going to know what possibly happened?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm just.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone's astounded by my orbs.
I can't
I
do
mean,
it.
it's
'cause
interesting.
Leucis is there.
All right.
anyways, did we notice anybody around?
I was trying to look at the orb.
Investigation check for a switch.
Okay.
And as you kind of look at the, what are you doing to the orb? Just looking over it?
I was seeing if I knew if it was the orb we were looking for.
It is an orb.
That's what I figured.
And yeah, just give me a general intelligence check.
Nope. still freaked out by Tonph.
Yep, still a little freaked out by Tonph. Deagos, you take a few minutes and kind of look around, and not in this room, and not even back down the hallway. You don't really seem to find any switches or anything that seems to denote a different passage or a secret room or things.
I don't hear any wind or anything like that.
Nope.
Can I use the infrared sight to check around?
You have infrared sight?
You want to check?
Yeah,
everything?
we both do.
Yeah, they both do.
I'm jealous.
And that's just part of their infernal blood. You use that sight, and nothing really seems to catch your eye. Everything is kind of everything is just different.
I'm gonna
Different.
stealth
It's all relatively the same kind of heat, heat signature that you can see. All your allies are glowing this bright orange and red color, but everything else is just this cold blue and purple that seems to normally pervade areas that have very low heat signatures around them.
Can we go back the way we came?
I'm gonna go check where I heard the sounds from.
Okay.
That's the way
Stealth check. As you get up there, you get up to the corner and just kind of peek around. You come across two gated doors that are just that looks like the metal has just been punched and hammered multiple times, and they the bars look very bent out of shape, but they still are holding quite strongly. And as your eyes take a second to adjust, you glance down both sides of the hallway and you see what appear to just be very still standing humanoids.
So they don't seem to be moving at all.
I mean, no, they're not moving at all. They're just standing there.
I go over the earpiece and say, "Hey guys, we might have some company still over here."
I go.
Walk down that direction.
Yes, as well.
What are you talking about, Tom?
I'll follow.
Okay. You all make it down there, and you guys all look through the doors, and you can see these just standing still entities who are just standing there.
Are you getting any heat off of them?
No,
These are dead people then.
probably.
So it appears.
But they're standing?
But I mean, who isn't dead though? If you think about it.
Jessica, don't you have a?
I mean, the moment we're
undead
born, we
someone?
start dying. So
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
Resh
don't-
was probably a necromancer.
I don't care for the undead. I'm going to do destroy undead
I'm
or turn undead, which is destroy undead at this level.
Yeah. You walk into the very center of the hallway. As soon as you walk there, they immediately as soon as you walk into the very center of the hallway, there's immediate movement from both sides, and there's just clammy hands and bones just start reaching through the bars, trying to get at you. And as you stand there with your staff and you swing it, twirl it once in the air, slam it down on the ground off to the left, and there's just this divine blast of radiant energy that just expands from the point of impact, and every creature
their heads.
along the left hand side just turned to ash as the energy passes through them. You turn, and just as you're about to do the same thing, Bolan's greatsword comes and does the exact same thing to the right side, and the same energy just right through all of those, and they are all turned to ash.
Oh yeah, are the ogre bodies still there? The Tenta ogres?
Yep.
Yes! Dryden, can you do me a
Feels
solid?
cleaner.
Chop off their heads?
What do you say?
Pretty please?
All right, I'll do it.
With a Therisden on top?
Ooh.
Heyo.
All right.
Can I break open these doors and see if I can find a switch in these rooms?
If you want to,
Yeah.
make me a strength check.
I chop off their
Sure.
heads.
Yeah. You'll be able to get through. You're able to get through them, and make me just quick investigation check.
Sure.
7.
Those heads are going in the hole, by the way.
Not from what you can tell. And the 2 heads go in the hole. All right. But yeah, you can't seem to find a lever or anything.
Well, we don't need to find a trap out of here. We can just go back the way we came.
We
The way
teleported
we
in here.
came, we teleported in here.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we jumped into that big white light thing.
Oh shit, we did.
As you're walking down this hallway, you do, and you just kind of glancing around. You do see 3 concentric circles that are overlapping each other.
Oh,
once
remember
again,
this?
once again on the ground.
There was
Fireball.
nothing back that way.
Cantrip, thaumaturgy.
Firebolt.
Fireball.
The firebolt and the thaumaturgy both go into one of them, and there's a blue shine to it.
Chromatic orb.
Chromatic orb goes, and there's a red shine to a secondary, to the second circle.
I was going to do
Ildrun.
dispel magic, but that probably would fuck things up.
No, I got this.
Ildrun goes and gets sucked into the red one.
Mirror image.
Second level.
Yeah.
That the image appears over the third one and is sucked right into it.
I'd
And
like
the
if
purple
he
glow.
could make it to where it appears like he's dying, and it's really, really dramatic and painful.
He reaches up, clutches his throat before it's sucked into the circle.
A slight smirk comes across Lucius's face.
All right. The circles rotate and form into one circle with a beam of green energy that seems to be just kind of purveying around it. And you look in and you see what appears to just be a straight chute that seems to go downward.
I'll step in.
Okay.
Do you want me to jump in there?
I'm jumping in.
All right. You all jump in and are dropped and teleported back down to the lower level.
No.
Cool.
I call out to Medusa.
As you
Delilah, are you still there?
As you shout this out, no response. No, nothing. The voice echoes and reverberates around.
I yell, "Your captor is slain! This domain is now yours."
I turn to Deagos and go, did he just say Medusa? Is he making poop jokes right now?
Probably.
Dookie.
I just wasn't sure.
He's probably talking to Tonph. I mean, maybe
Man.
You know what, that makes more
Tonph
sense.
needed like some hair gel or something.
What was her name? Was it Delilah?
Darlia?
Diarrhea?
Daria?
I can't remember.
Daria.
Daria?
Da-da-da-da.
Daria. Diarrhea. Got it.
Dario.
As you take a few steps out of the
No
door.
one's ever gonna take us seriously.
As you take a few steps out the door, there is a slight crackle of energy as these 2 orbs that are inset in the wall spark, and they spark. They
Oh.
flash with arcane energy, and all of your vision just goes white. And as you blink and look around, you are back sitting at the top of a ledge, a large, what appeared to be wooden platform that is now currently tilted to one side, lays asunder before you.
Is there a camp nearby?
You can see multiple tents and camps just currently directly in front of you. About a foot behind you is just a straight drop off.
Where is this? Where are we, guys? I haven't been here.
We're back at the top of the labyrinth.
I haven't been here.
Oh, well, we're almost home.
secret. Apparently, if you look over here at this little hole right here, there's apparently a your mall might be down there at the very bottom.
Your mom?
Do you want me to throw you down and get it?
No, I don't need it. You need it.
I mean, you could grab it for me though.
Yeah, but I don't need
You're a
it.
tiny guy. Come on. I'll pick him up.
I'm good, man.
Get ready.
Look, if you want it, it's down there. That's what I know.
Grapple check.
There's only one person who throws that man around, and it's me. You better not throw him without his permission.
You want me to throw you down there?
Do you want to try?
I can pick you up, dude. It's not a big deal. It's not.
That's saying you can
It's
beat
not an
it.
attack. It's a strength check. The difference.
I'm pretty sure mine would also be a strength check, of which I get advantage on. So you don't even get top.
You go for top. You go for top, and top just.
I wouldn't beat him because he critted.
Anyways.
We start.
No, over here.
You want to bail?
Seriously, if you want it, it's down there.
It's not down there.
I think the Medusa lady had it.
Yeah, she turned me to stone once before. I'll just deal without it.
Fair enough.
No, I
Bail?
kind of want it.
Bail. I want to bail.
We're just bailing on this? After all this, we've been down here for how long?
I mean, we got the
Yep.
orb,
An orb.
I think, and we got out of here, and we got a bunch of heads.
We have so many heads.
We stopped the monster problem.
Brontor, it is a hammer.
You got so much head? What?
A lot. We're gonna make so much money.
I'd like for y'all to make perception checks.
Perception?
$15.
Thank you.
Oh, Lucius with the highest.
Continue.
You want to bail?
Alright, whatever you
Y'all
guys
can
want to
get your
do.
money. We can go get our praise for stopping the monsters, and we saved Spalloni, and he should be free from his what was it that he was in jail for?
Murder
He's
that I
probably
didn't
pretty
commit, and
himself.
we still haven't found the killer. But
Are you sure it wasn't?
But considering Brontor is alive and brought him back from the dead, I'd assume that the affliction that has been haunting this portion of Mirabar dealt with. Won't really know until we get back to one of the temples, though.
Let's head back then. I think we're just about
Don't
done.
you want to talk to Homeboy about your face situation, Lucius?
No, it's growing. We're good.
You're fine?
Yeah, this is all good.
I mean, your hair's coming back. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But you still got kind of baby features.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Fine, are we bailing on this thing then?
What else do you want to do?
I mean, I'm good with whatever, but what else are we looking for?
It was in this moment Blue realized that Shadowcawn was Tonph and Tonph was Shadowcawn. I'm good with whatever.
We're still looking for his killer then, I guess?
You guys had something. You guys were looking for, I assume, that orb, and obviously trying to cure Mirabar. So it looks like you guys got what you needed to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. But if you guys want to keep down here and helping, I mean, that's okay
we can
too.
Assume that it's Resh and his minions that were doing that bad stuff, and they're dead.
They're dead.
And
There was no sense of the betrayer down here, so his path has gone cold again. I'll have to search for it and see what I can find. See if I can find him in another city or another place.
Night Mantles no more because we have to go to them.
Well, they owe me a bunch of money, so
Let's go. I start walking.
Okay. All right, you make your way back up the tunnels, through the passages, and continue to head further and further up, back into the Emberhide mines, and the lower portions of that. You make your way past a few of the miners who all look at you very, very confused and very concerned that there are just random people walking out of their mines.
I asked one of the miners if they've seen anything come up here recently within the last week or so, or have things started to maybe die down from all the creature thingies.
No, nothing's come up here recently. Why are you walking right out of our mines?
We were sent down there.
Why wouldn't we?
Played the bad guys.
I used disguise self subtle cast to be one of the dwarves, the guards.
Who are you?
And I walk up and say, "Never mind them, worker. Never mind them. Continue on."
And you just all keep walking past. the workers look really confused. And you watch as they just kind of whisper back and forth themselves. You eventually make your way back up into the lower rings of Mirabar. And you are now back in the main city, the main portion of the city. What would you like to do?
Brontor, you've been mute for a long time.
No, not a perfect time for a 5-minute break.
No, it probably would be a good time.
It's a great time for a 5-minute break. I'm just consulting notes. We'll take our 5-minute break now. We'll come back to it and we'll pick up where they are at in Mirabar. And we'll go over what that place looks like. Everyone who's been hanging out tonight, thank you guys for hanging out. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, or DM Shadowcawn. I'm a party caster here on Twitch, and right now have been literally consumed. All of my time has been consumed by the school and working on my capstone project. So I have zero time to do anything. But I love playing Dungeons and Dragons. We like to have a lot of fun and just chill out, relax here with friends and buds. If you've never played Dungeons and Dragons and have no idea what it's about, hang out, watch episodes of the Riot Sessions. Here we do this every Sunday, and then I think every Sunday at 7:30, and then on the first Sunday of every month we do it over on I'm the Blue Ranger's channel, because he is also a good caster and it helps to kind of expand the audience and get more people who maybe have never heard of Dungeons and Dragons or never seen it played before, allows for them to kind of get exposure to it. You can watch past episodes here and on YouTube. It's a lot of fun and kind of some, you can find out the funny and silliness that we get up to every Sunday. We will turn it down to Mr. Storms of Dragons.
Hi, I'm Storms of Dragon. I'm a variety caster here on Twitch. I play old school RPGs every Saturday and Sunday morning, and an adventure game every Saturday and Sunday evening. And we've been playing South Park: The Fractured Butthole throughout the week lately. I'm going to be getting into Super Mario Odyssey next week. It's going to be fun. You can come out and check me out at twitch.tv/StormsOfDragon. Also on Twitter, same thing. It's everywhere. I'm going to throw it over to Codybedrock over there.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. I'm Codybedrock36, and I try to do the streaming thing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Recently, I've had just like long days at work, and then my PC broke on me, so I'm trying to get that fixed too. So things here and there have been trying to impede me from streaming, but I try to do it as much as possible. So I try to let everybody know when I'm streaming, what days I'm going live on Twitch. I mean on the Twitter. It's the same over there, Codybedrock36. If you want to come over there, follow me there. That will be your best bet to know when I'm going live. So I play everything from RPGs to first-person shooters to fighter games. So I do it all, guys. Come on over. Come say hi to me. Love to see you there. Now let's shoot it over to my buddy. I'm the Blue Ranger.
I'm
What's
the
going
Blue
on
Ranger.
over there?
Hey, Cody, thanks for tossing it over this direction. Hi, everybody, I'm the Blue Ranger, and I'm going to stop talking like that. I'm a variety caster, part-time entertainer here on Twitch. Frankly, lately we have been playing South Park: The Fractured Butthole. We're going to continue playing that throughout the week. Monday, we're going to continue with Hellblade, though. That game, don't listen to it in surround sound. You will go insane. It is nuts. But probably not getting into Super Mario Odyssey right away. It is a game I want to play at some point. But there's a lot of things on the horizon that I am looking forward to playing on the stream. But it's just been a good time. We've been having a lot of fun. Great community, really encouraging the interaction and seeing a lot of new faces, which has been great. So if you're into interactive streams, I'm your guy. So come by twitch.tv/I'm the Blue Ranger. Frankly, you can just Google I'm the Blue Ranger, one word, as it's spelled, and you'll find me. So check me out everywhere on the interwebs. And since he's chewing, I'm going to pass it over to Shadowcawn.
Hi guys, I'm Shadowcawn.
You're not going to switch seats?
Oh.
This is my favorite thing.
Hi guys, I'm Shadowcawn. I do the streaming. I just now picked it back up. We're having a lot of fun. I've been playing some Destiny. It's been pretty cool. We really love playing D&D.
I hear your computer's been working great.
Yeah, you know, it's up to about a 60% success rate. So
it's actually about right.
Card Against Humanity.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna pick up Cards Against Humanity, my staple Monday stream.
On Tuesdays, though, right? Or are you going to go back to Mondays?
Oh, it's Tuesday, right? Tuesday,
Yeah.
sorry. I do spooky Mondays. That's right. Yeah,
He has no
I'll
idea
pass
what he's
it.
talking about. I love it.
It's been so long, man. I got to get back in the swing of things. And I'll toss it over to Zach here, not the lane, or Grey Goose Egg, whatever.
Why do you keep... What? Is he going to introduce himself now?
Oh, hey guys. I'm Zach. I don't stream, but I did just move this weekend to a new house, and I'm getting like double the space for my game room.
And you're getting twice the internet, right? Like, you have so much internet there right now?
That's, well, not right now, but
Oh, that's the
I'm
joke.
getting infinitely less internet.
Infinite less internet.
But hopefully tomorrow I will be getting twice the internet that I previously had. So it's really cool. I spent the day today changing outlets, and I shocked myself a few times. It was great.
Turn off the
He needs a
power
few
to do
hundred brain
that.
cells less. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have feeling in my toes there for about 30 minutes, but that's okay.
He showed me one of the outlets. The whole side of the outlet is completely blown out. That's how bad it was.
It was exploded, yeah. Those were the ones that I was changing, so. And breakers are a lot of fun, just so you know. Pro tip to anyone wanting to change outlets, just turn the main off. Just shut the main off. Shut it all off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
that's a thing.
hey, Zach. Is
Yeah, what's up?
Anything doesn't work when you're not in the opposite seats. Do you have anything new going on Twitter, maybe?
Oh, I do.
What?
This past was a couple weeks,
Survey.
week ago.
Yeah, week ago.
Survey
I
said.
did
About a week
uh,
ago. Sorry, I'll see myself out.
You want
It's
to
a
have
boy.
one going to, don't you?
No, I'll be doing a new one here in a couple weeks. I'll pick it. I think I want to make it a monthly thing, but I'll ask a question, and actually it's a kind of a giveaway. I'm giving away $10 to anyone who wins the poll at the end of the questionnaire. Just be watching my Twitter. It's at Grey Goose Eggs. I'll post the new one here in a couple weeks.
It's at Grey Goose Eggs at Not the Lane.
Yeah, it's a double.
You say $10 giveaway?
Yep, $10 giveaway in the
I'm in.
form of a gift card for Xbox, PSN, or Steam, whichever you'd like.
Ooh.
Who won the last one?
Last time, I'm the Blue Ranger actually won it.
What?
The
Rigged.
question
I
was,
won?
Rigged.
It was a vote, and I did not vote. So my hands
you
are
can't
clean.
vote. You can't vote in your own polls.
That's what they all
That's
say.
true. Yeah, it was really cool. We got some really cool responses back, so I'm looking forward to next time.
Nice. I like it.
Oh, let's see. I'll throw it to Ramsbug.
Hey guys.
I'm Rams.
I'm Ramsbug. Shut up. I don't stream, but you'll find me around Twitch universe doing the mod thing for several channels, including this one, including Blue Ranger. I do post on Twitter. I've been a little bit more active than usual. I will get even more active. I don't have any giveaways going, but if you want to know who I'm watching and why, you can follow me at Ramsbug. That's it. We lost Brontor.
Did he go already or no?
Yeah, he went after.
Okay. Did Storms go?
Yep, everyone's gone. All right,
Okay.
cool. We can jump back in.
Dude,
Okay.
seaweed is the shit.
So,
My new obsession.
as you
Snickerdoodle.
make your way back into the lower ring of the city of Mirabar, this dwarven and this primarily dwarven city that is structured and centered inside of a one of the foothills of the spine of the world's mountain range. As you
While
enter,
we're doing this, can I do locate on the rod?
yep, we'll go over that. So as you enter once again the lower ring and are making your way back up towards the middle ring, the ginormous and gigantic fire primordial that occupies the center of the city is still slowly moving about, going about it, like occasionally lighting what appear to be different forges within different portions of the rings. The continual light and heat that comes off of this thing makes it very pleasant in this area. Not cold at all, but definitely a pleasant heat to be in and to be around. And you watch as individuals are just continuing to go about. You walk through a busy marketplace and an area, or a busy market area, on your way back up top. Okay, and Brontor, you feel as you're walking through this area, you feel as somebody kind of just shoulder checks you. You wheel around and watch as and come right in, kind of turn right into the face of a purple skinned individual with shock white hair that comes down into a ponytail.
I say, what's your problem, beat boy?
Dresden, who is this small one talking to? Because surely he's not talking to me.
Oh, I'm talking to you, bro.
You got in my way. I just walked through you. If you have a problem with it, and he places his hand on his belt, that you see this very nasty looking dagger, that's on it, that's currently hanging on his belt, and you notice that there are two other cloaked individuals behind him, both of the same kind of both the same features, slightly pointed ears that kind of come that taper to tips at the top of them. One of the other individuals just places a hand up on his shoulder. We don't have time for this. Remember, this human needs to be put in his place, though.
How convenient you don't have any time.
I'll make time for you, small friend.
Dryden, we have a problem with this guy?
Leucis yells from the back, "We got all the time in the world, man.
Just walk up and I'm like, all right, what's happening?
We're all gonna die eventually."
This dickhole decided to chest bump me
Dick.
because I was in his way.
Did you tell him that we're working for his boss?
Fuck him up, Brontor.
Why are you walking into my friend?
He walked into me.
Yeah, why are you walking into him?
I've known him
Now
for
you're
quite a
being
while now.
a
I've never
tool.
known him to intentionally walk into people.
Yeah, he doesn't walk into people.
So let's just
he
settle
falls-
this real quick. When you say he walked into you, do you mean you
Let's
were
settle
walking
it.
here and you didn't want to walk out of the way of him, and so you decided that
He
him...
was in my path, and
Yeah,
so I
why are you
walked.
not walking out of the way?
So yeah, he was being a dick.
You're a dick.
So
End
I
of story.
walk
Sorry,
up,
sorry.
I put my hand on his chest, I go, "You're in my way," and I just push him.
Yeah, fuck him up.
Push him
Dryden.
as he just, and you watch as he stumbles back. His knife comes out.
I cast
I-
calm
I
emotions.
bring my hammer out. My hammer comes right out.
I cast calm emotions on him.
His knife comes out and like just manages to scrape just the your forearm as you push him away.
And I swing at him with my hammer.
While this is
Exactly.
going on, can I say the phrase?
Immediately swing at him with the hammer.
Which phrase?
The phrase. My
Whisper.
pouch phrase.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
What'd you just say, Tom?
You
What was,
didn't
that,
hear.
what was that phrase?
Okay.
You're kind of distracted by other things.
You can't say I
Right.
attack him and then mid hammer throw you go.
What
What
was that,
was that, Tom?
Cody, make me an
I
attack.
hear a disturbance in Tom's.
Hold on. I thought I cast calm emotions.
Attack roll?
Yeah, cast that.
This is
shit.
all
That's
happening very quickly, so you can cast calm emotions, but
Deagos, get in there. Fuck him up.
22 to hit.
I throw pocket sand at them.
hold on.
Fucking say it. Shisha.
Yeah, pocket sand his ass.
Oh, he got so much pocket sand.
What are you gonna do about it, bitch?
Sand attack definitely brings down his accuracy.
So Dryden, you suffer 1 point of damage.
Oh no!
This purple bitch is on my nerves.
And
Fight me, you big
as
purple
the blade just like kind of scrapes along your forearm, Cody, 22 to hit. That does hit.
And I'm going to add a 1d6 plus
Okay.
3. Add another 7 to that.
All right. So the hammer just kind of comes up and just hits him right in the side. As it does, like there's a flash of steel as the blade ends, as a longer short sword just kind of comes up and blocks it. But it still manages to push into him, and you end up shoving him about a good solid 7 feet off to the side. Jeska, who are you casting calm emotions on?
It's a 20-foot radius.
Okay. As you finish your attack, Brontor, there's just this immediate wave of calm that just kind of comes over you as
Can we resist that?
Dexterity. Wait.
I'm calm as
Nope.
shit, guys.
Yeah, there's a check. There's a check.
I'm so calm,
what type of
bro.
check?
Charisma saving throw.
All right, charisma saving throw then.
I'm so calm right now.
That escalated quickly.
That was because of Beat Boy.
It's 11.
Oh, Stranger Things.
Yep.
It's in 3 days.
And nobody
I
said
rolled a
11.
15 for the save.
Okay. So,
Oh.
what'd you roll, Brontor? Charisma saving throw?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I should probably do that, shouldn't I?
Yep.
14.
21.
All right, so
Do I need to do
Dryden
this?
manages to save against it. Brontor is still fairly angry. Really, Tonph and Leucis are the only ones that kind of seem affected by this.
Wait, I rolled a 15.
Oh no, never mind. Lucius is fine. Tonph is just super zen out right
Fuck him
now.
up, Dryden.
I'm
Fuck him up.
calm AF.
Do I need to roll for this?
Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever. 21.
So I'm calm.
I apologize for throwing pocket sand at them.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean it.
I know it gets everywhere. You'll never get it all out.
You see it.
It's just an annoyance.
You watch as the third member of their party kind of walks up behind the one who is initially who initially bumped and shoulder checked Brontor as a female with the same white.
Things are going to be different now.
The same white hair, a little bit more angular face, and the same pointed ears, and the same very purple skin. Walks up and places her hand on her compatriot and just says, and just whispers something into his ear.
Sweet nothings, I hope.
What are you whispering? Quit that.
Can I hear it?
The compatriot shoves this, kind of slams his short sword back in to the sheath. I look forward to meeting you again. Hopefully our paths don't cross.
I hope they do.
I look at the lady and I yell, "You look as sweet as this chocolate is."
Wait, you have more chocolate?
Make a
He knows he has chocolate.
Make a
I'm calm AF, man.
Just make a persuasion check.
You have chocolate? Can I make an intimidation check against Tonph right now?
16.
Shit.
A small smile kind of comes across her face. Nothing more than that. Nothing more than that.
But like from an assassin, that's good.
She turns and walks away. Followed by the other two.
Yeah, you know you want it.
Honey, I hate to see you go, but damn, it looks good.
Oh.
I yell, "Thank you!"
Do you clean your pants with Windex? Because I can see myself in them.
There's a slight slap on the back of your head, Tonph, as Balan just kind of smacks lightly taps the back of kind of just wallops the back of your head. And
I throw pocket sand at him.
He goes, "Ah!" I can't see anything at that for the next minute.
And I go and I hide behind somebody else.
Yeah. But
what a dick. But I'm calm about it.
Yeah, Brontor, when did you get such a temper?
It was his fault.
It was his fault. I saw it.
I mean, people are assholes, but it didn't have to escalate. So
Oh, it does have to escalate.
You want some chocolate?
Wait,
Get
Tonph,
what you
where did you
deserve.
get more chocolate? I took
Why
it.
do you guys keep... I've got a pouch full of chocolate!
And
Why do you
I
keep
took
asking
it
me about
from
my
you.
chocolate?
I
Hey, give
took
me
your
some good
chocolate.
All right, you guys comment. I actually don't have any
Tonph,
chocolate right now.
if you have a milkshake,
Liar, you
and
do
I have a
chocolate.
milkshake, and I finish my milkshake, and I take a straw all the way over to your milkshake,
What's a
I
milkshake?
drink your milkshake. Nobody? No, there will be blood. All right, sorry. It's a very,
yeah.
I
it's a
still
very
don't know what a
popular movie
milkshake is.
reference that
Is it
nobody.
like where you take milk and you're just and you just get it everywhere? Is that a
No,
milkshake?
I think it's something that brings all the boys to the yard.
Oh, I've heard of those.
Yeah, damn right.
I think that
I heard that
Dark Elf is
Dryden's
out.
was better than yours, though.
Tonph, as you spoke the command word, you feel a pull to the other side of the middle of the ring, from what you can tell.
Okay,
You
good
said
to
the
know.
command
Good to
word?
know. Actually, is it towards where the temple was? Where the
You guys are
battlegrounds
you guys are more near the temple district right now. It's on the other side of it. Basically, you have to walk all around the entire.
Okay,
Continue walking around the ring to get to it.
I'll make a mental note of it.
Okay. So
Do we want to go check with the weird dwarf magic people up top so we can get our money?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's go get paid.
you make your way up top. You make your way up top, and you end up making your way back to the night mantle, up into the top, into where you finally see, to where you end up finding yourselves coming out to a very beautiful sunset, as the sky is like this very deep orange and red color as the sun is currently setting beneath the horizon. You make your way over back to the Night Mantle's house, and this very beautiful purple, ornate, crystalline structure that you make your way towards, and you are currently standing on at the very front of the lawn at this point.
Okay, I hide from Dryden.
You do notice that the window that Brontor was thrown through last time is repaired.
I'm gonna knock the only way I know how and throw a firebolt.
So that means I got good carpenters.
In front of the door.
You throw a firebolt forward, and as it flies forward and before it gets about 3 feet away from the door, it just fizzles and dies. And just
damn it! They have a new doorbell, guys.
Is this the place where I saw the thief and he got away?
Yeah.
And I let him go? Nice.
I take some of my pocket sand and I throw it over the threshold.
You throw the sand over the threshold, and it scatters across.
Okay, guys, there's nothing. It looks like there's nothing invisible there.
There a reason why you guys just don't go knock on the door?
Oh, go for it. You are more than welcome. Go. Yeah, that's a good idea. Why didn't we think of that? You go ahead,
Go
man.
ahead, Deagos.
Why are you standing down here? I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah,
I don't know, actually. That's a good point. We're just really hesitant around almost anything.
Yeah,
all right.
we just try to look at it first.
Fireballs.
Go
ahead and knock, man.
Yeah, I'll go try to knock on the door.
Doritos.
You walk up to the door, and you knock on the door. The door open.
Son of a bitch.
The door opens, and
I pick up Brontor to throw him through the door.
Yeah!
I'm standing right here. You're just gonna knock it in.
The door opens to what you see is a very old.
I mean it. I throw Brontor.
I know. Give me a second. There's a narrative process that goes to this. You open. The door opens, and there's a very old gentleman, human gentleman with white hair, slightly balding on top, in a very pristine suit, says, "Yes," and looks up at you just as you feel the force of a human blood hunter get thrown right into your back. You all go toppling into right over this individual and end up all just in a crumpled piled heap, where you hear a come out from underneath the man that you're
lean
both
down
just
to the
laying
dude.
on top of.
I say,
That's the guy I met last time, right?
Nope, different guy.
I just want to say hi.
I make my way inside.
I get up, dust myself off, pick him up, like, hey, I've been here before.
Why are you? Stop walking in here! Stop walking in here! No,
Hey,
no.
we've got your heads for you.
It's okay.
This is. Who are you? Who are you? Why are you here?
I was thrown in the door. I was thrown in.
And you can see like he's frantically trying to like keep you out of the house.
Brontor,
right now.
how many times have I told you
Trying
you
to block
can't
the door.
fly? Stop jumping through people's doors.
But
Hey.
I mean, you
Hey,
gotta keep.
we got all
trying.
those heads that you were asking for.
Who are you? What is going on? What?
We're already-
Oh,
you
we're
have
the
any-
day mantle.
Do you have anything to eat? I go into the kitchen.
We're the Red Squad.
You
Red
don't
Squad.
know where the kitchen
We're
is.
the
I
day
just start
mantle
walking
here.
around.
We're all talking different things, and we just keep walking in.
And he's like just really trying to like.
He's
get you all
literally
to, like,
Bilbo
stop.
Baggins in the
Yeah,
beginning
he's-
of
Yep.
The Hobbit.
That's exactly what's happening right now. And he's
I'm
like,
going to the
what?
study
What is
and
going
mage hand the book down.
And eventually you hear this as you are all just like finally getting into the into the main entryway. You hear this, it's all right. They're very rude guests of mine, but I did hire them.
It's
And you
definitely
watch-
Bilbo.
I'm here for my mug. Give
I
me my
wouldn't say
mug back.
rude. We're just forceful.
Also, we have heads.
No, rude is what I would normally go
Are you
with.
gonna give him?
Don't say
Dude,
it.
I've got so
Blue.
much head.
And you watch as this very old. You watch as this very, very old dwarf walks through.
Does he have somewhere to receive this head?
Walks
You got any
through,
food? I'm kind of hungry.
Mainly Lucius has all the head for him, but I feel like we all contribute in some way.
walks down the. walks down the stairs with this cane that he's just leaning on.
It's a pretty cool cane.
Don't hit him with it.
So like a sword hidden in it? Tell me now.
No, it's just a walking stick.
It's not a sword in it?
No.
You better have my mug.
You got a mug?
Swear to Thurston, you better have my mug still. I'm back for it.
Who is this Thurston guy you guys keep talking about?
Oh, that's the guy that lives
you
in
watch-
Lucius's head.
You watch as this
Yeah, it's
old dwarf just kind of waves his hand, like waves one of his hands, and you all feel this like sudden jerk behind your like behind your navel, or behind your navel, not behind your neck, behind your navel, and you just get pulled right up, and you are flung into the library that you were in, and just all dropped onto one couch where Brontor is dropped on the bottom, then Dryden is dropped on top of him, followed by Leucis on top of him, followed by Jeska on top of all of that, followed by Deagos on top of that, and then Tonph is just placed right on
I am
top,
king of the
sitting-
mountain.
Oh, everybody get off me.
So this is what it's like to be tall.
The
I
old
tried to
dwarf,
fart.
Oh
The
my
old
god,
dwarf
don't
walk-
fart, don't fart, don't
I
fart.
tried to fart.
Don't do it. Oh my god. Oh shit.
the old dwarf walks into the
Now stinky library.
very now stinky library. Says,
My farts don't stink.
so you've returned.
And what's the point?
As you all untangle yourselves from the
Get off me!
from all this.
Okay.
All right, so I take it your travels were fruitful. Did you bring me back what I was asking for?
Yes, I have presents, and I start rifling through the bag.
Yeah,
he
he's got
does.
a bunch
He's
of
got
dead
things for you.
bodies and a couple books, I think.
Don't spoil it.
Just spoiler alert.
I throw out to him
Mm-hmm.
2 abomination heads.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 heart, 5 cultist bodies, 1 head cultist, an abomination skull,
Yeah.
the leaper head, the life stealer head, the and 2 tenta ogre heads.
Give me that list one more time.
You got 2 general abomination heads.
Just general.
Yeah, they're just minions.
Right.
1 of their hearts, 5 cultist bodies, 1 of the head cultist guy.
Yep.
1 abomination skull,
Got that guy.
the life stealer head, the leaper
Life
head,
stealer?
Leaper, that guy was
the
a
one-
dick.
the one with the big sword that stole our health,
Gotcha. Yep.
the leaper that was jumping around in the sand pit.
Yeah.
Life. That one you didn't get the head of.
The leaper.
The leaper sandpit one did not.
We
get the
pulled
head
him
of.
out.
Wait, no, we pulled the life stealer out. The leaper, he just
The
kind of
leaper
died
was
there.
in the he was in
skull
the
room.
skull area with the pillars.
Yeah.
Okay, that one. Okay, that one you got out,
Yeah.
and you did take the head. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took the head of the one in the skull pit and the head. I took the head and the arm of the one in the sand pit.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember the
when
one
I
in
was
the-
big.
I feel like the one in the skull pit, if I remember correctly, I think you guys just left there. I don't, or you eviscerated the head too much, like to be able to retrieve it, if I recall
Oh,
correctly.
okay. Oh, the leaper was the other one, the tiny one. The the dude at the beginning of the labyrinth, the really fast one that just jumped around on us.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, it was one of the little minions.
Okay.
There was that guy, the life stealer head, and 2 Tenta ogres. 2 Tenta ogre heads.
2 Tentas.
Oh, and then I pull out the drawings, Resh's drawings.
Mhm.
I want to talk to him about those.
So
So-
he should give us lots and lots of money.
So as you just kind of all deposit all of this down onto the ground, he looks over all of it and. All right. Let's see here.
So these guys, and I point to the cultist bodies. I said they were the cult of Resh that were down there, and they were sacrificing dwarves
Did we
to be
get Resh's
turned
head?
into these dudes. No, it turned into ash.
Oh,
Thanks, Dryden. And so we pulled all these guys back.
Hey, I didn't have
So these
anything to
were
do with
all
that.
normal humans, but we killed them anyway. So do we get money for these guys?
No, you don't get any money for the cultist. However, you do get money for purging the infestation, which we have to verify first.
So you should take the cultist stuff back. If we're not getting
No, I
money
don't
for
want
it.
them.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, I do want them, and I
Yeah,
cut off the foot of the head cultist and I put it back in the hole.
Okay, there you go.
You awkwardly do this as the dwarven individual just kind of the old manservant right away and rushes off for a moment, and he glances down at the 2 abomination heads, the life stealer, the jumper, and the 2 Tenta ogre heads that are still intact at this point, and or fairly intact. And it's like, all right, these are exactly what I was looking for. Did you manage to bring back one alive?
No.
All right, so that will deduct. All right, so we'll deduct that one from the pay, since you didn't bring back one alive, and however, that will be an additional 7,000 gold pieces for the head. That will provide that'll provide a good amount of research knowledge there. And you watch as now the manservant and 2 additional dwarves bring in this on a stretcher this currently other dead dwarf, who's followed by a cleric afterward. And the cleric, they kind of like bring him in, lay him down, lay the stretcher down on the ground, and you watch as the cleric begins to like draw this very intricate ritual circle around him. As the other 2 individuals, both female dwarves with very, very fine, thick beards that are much more groomed than some of the male counterparts, begin just kind of like placing different ceremonial pieces around the circle, just begin muttering to themselves. The older with the staff stands there. 6,000 gold. That, and let's see, original 20,000 if you managed to actually purge the infestation that was going on down.
We did. We killed Resh. He
I
is
killed
dead.
lots of undead.
I've never heard of this Resh before, but take your word for it. Is the ritual ready? And you glance over at the cleric, and the cleric says, "It is. Give me a moment, and I'll begin." Watch as he begins, kind of like the cleric begins chanting, and slowly takes his hand and places it on the circle, and you watch as the circle begins to glow with this brilliant purple energy. You watch as the energy subsides, and the dwarf that was in the dead dwarf that was in the middle of the circle continues to lay there and stays motionless, still dead. The cleric looks up at the older dwarf Goldrick and says, well, nothing went wrong with the ritual, but the time and his spirit just did not want to return back to his body. So
You're trying to raise the dead here?
it's the only way to prove that the infestation gone. Subsided.
So he didn't come back as an abomination. He just didn't want to come back to his body. So I think we're good.
That was what I felt from this. That was what I felt from the. The older dwarf stands there and says, "Well, it's better than what we've tried in the past, where we've had to deal with these shadowy creatures beforehand and these abominations that are the dead. So, it seems as though that worked out quite well. Whatever you did down there must have purged this curse and this plague
We
from our
killed a
land."
lot of dudes. A lot.
There's quite a few that are dead.
Like, at least 100.
Yeah, we
It
killed.
was, I mean, it was a massacre. Blood everywhere.
Ash everywhere.
Ash, blood, guts, glory,
Light.
Chocolate.
chocolate.
glory all over the
Noticed.
place.
Fetch their gold. Add an additional 6,000 gold to it for their excellent bringing back of research specimens for us to examine. And you can see his eyes kind of like sparkling with the prospect of like examining all these heads, like body parts brought back. The manservant Belris brings back this very seems to be like dragging and lugging this very heavy sack of backpack sized sack of gold that he then drops down and deposits at your feet. And you can add 26,000 gold pieces to be divided amongst all of you as you.
I asked the guy as well. I was like, we were down there for like a long time. Any chance that we could get a couple more 1,000 gold on top of this?
Well, actually, I have something to show you.
You were paid. You were hired to purge the plague that has been handing our land. That's 20,000 gold pieces, which we originally agreed on, plus an additional 1,000 gold pieces per head and scalp that you brought back to me. Which you have already presented. So that's an addition. So that's the additional 6,000 there. You've been down there for about a week and a half now. And
Question: Did you guys get any of the books and drawings that we brought back too? Did those account anything?
brought back books. There were books down there?
Yeah, the Resh was he was the one conducting these experiments.
Yeah, the necromancer guy.
We don't really. Say there were books and stuff down there. What would you be paying for?
Would depend on the contents of the book. If they're not of importance to us, then
what
why
about
would we
a
use
crystal that can absorb life? And I pull out a piece of the shard of the crystal that I grabbed.
And I have the instructions to it.
I believe the crystal was the thing causing the problems. The crystal itself was the source.
So, Dryden, as you mentioned this, the dwarf just kind of holds up his hand real quick to see, and asks, "May I see this crystal, just to examine it?"
Sure, I hand it to him.
He takes the crystal, looks over it, and the piece that you grabbed was almost football size.
Make sure you get that back.
He glances into it and says, muttering a few phrases, and there's a small chain of energy as he looks over and says, "This crystal held magic energy at one point, but it doesn't seem to hold
I
any
have
now."
the instructions to it here.
Hands it back to you.
I show him the
Take it
book
back?
drawing of the crystal.
All right, you show him the drawing of the crystal. He looks down at it over it and says,
So surely a guy such as yourself could put the pieces back together and
"This
learn
reads
something
as
from this.
this reads as gibberish." Did you just write this and just hand this to me? Because this page has this is just letters, just
It's in a different
just
language.
random letters.
You
Are you
never
saying-
And
used
some
it
drawings that look like a child did them.
Are you saying that my friend's trying to deceive you?
I believe there's
I've had people deceive.
rolled-
I've had people
I
attempt to
rolled
deceive me.
very hard to get this book.
And we've been down in this cave for at least a week and a half.
Yes, and you're being paid for what you did.
It is true. We did it. We got paid for what we agreed upon. We're simply just looking.
If this is what you feel like we deserve,
it is
then
exactly
we will
Brontor.
leave.
It is exactly what we deserve. What we're doing right now is we're simply trying to find out if there's other things that we discovered while we were down there. Once again, Dryden having to be the fucking diplomatic one. Come on, guys. We're trying to
pull
see
out some of the sand that I've got in my pocket, and I said, I also found this down there.
Tonph, you need to leave this room right now.
but I've
I
got
agree.
this
And he
sand.
waves his hand at Tom. Placed
Woo!
outside the entire house. Back on the main road. Just sitting there holding his
That's
hand.
one way of doing
All
that.
right, we will
You
take
don't
our
get any
26,000 in gold and go, I guess.
26,000 gold is that's a small fortune right there. You could retire if you.
We are not complaining. Simply, we spent a lot of time down there. We learned a lot about the culture that is down there because there is a dark culture down there. We did a lot, and simply what we were wondering what the price of our information would be if you're interested. You don't seem interested, so we'll take it on our way.
I'm interested in this.
Okay, then we appreciate your business.
I appreciate what you've brought me. I look forward to examining all of it.
I still need my mug that I gave you as collateral for coming back.
He takes the mug off of this stand that in the library and throws it at you.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Goes in the hole.
What step is that?
What step is that?
That's step 83.
What about
So-
82?
82 was earlier.
Now, if
81 was earlier.
if you have nothing else, I'd like
Yep.
to get started on these.
No,
By all
we're good.
means.
So you guys take your gold, you take your remainder of the things.
Can I go back
outside
in and
on-
ask him a question about the pyro? If he knows anything about it?
Brontor walks out.
The pyro?
It's gonna go well.
One of the vestiges of legend.
Yes.
It's been lost for quite some time.
I heard it was down in the caverns.
I don't know where it is. All I know is the bloody history of it. It was said to be originally by the. It was part of the great war between gods and mortals versus the betrayer gods. It's ended up falling into the hands of a dwarven champion named Bromdell. He ended up using it to help seal the chained oblivion in the abyss. But after that, the Pyromal kind of seems to fade in and out of history from thence on. The last time I heard of it, I think our records show about 100, 200 years ago.
Do you know where the last place where I could go?
It was a forge somewhere. It was said to be guarded. It was said to be guarded and placed in a forge somewhere. I don't really know where though, or can't recall the name of the forge. I know it's a forge that is said to have some connection to the Allhammer, but not my deity and not my learned history of choice on it.
Do you know where I could go to maybe find more information? A book of some?
The Emberhides might know. They normally worship the Allhammer.
Are they in this?
Yeah, they're one of the clans here.
Okay. I want to make my way.
Okay.
I thank him for his time.
Yeah. So Deagos. Everyone all congregates back out on the. Balan looks at all of you and says, "Well, I'm going to be off, and I've got some other things I've got to go hunt down now that my name is cleared, and now hopefully I can find our betrayer and get him brought back to justice."
Do you want?
Good luck, Baloney.
Do you,
See you, Baloney.
Baloney, before you go, do you want a cut of this gold?
Nah, you guys hold on to it.
All right, see you, Baloney.
And Balon walks off.
Yes.
All right. The rest of you are now standing in the middle of the thoroughfare as night has thoroughly set at this point. And you guys like to do?
To the pub.
As we go back to the inn or pub or wherever we're going, I let them know that there is potentially a piece of the artifact that here in Mirabar.
Oh.
How long have you known that?
About 2 weeks now.
This is
Nice.
why I don't trust you anymore, Tom.
I don't know why you none of you guys asked me.
I just stop. I turn around. I just stare at Tonph, unblinking, for about a minute, and then I reach into my bag and pull out my flask and slowly open it, and then just drink all of it while never breaking eye contact with Tonph.
Hey, Tonph.
Yeah.
I trust the crap out of you, bro.
Hey, Brontor, that's why we get along so well.
That's like the first interaction that Tonph and Brontor have ever had.
No, we have not. We've had many conversations.
Plenty of interactions.
I'm gonna go to the pub and
Like
start.
when
Night
you
watch.
guys get
Night
drunk
watch.
on Night Watch.
Hey, well, that's an interaction.
That's our
It's not
pastime.
fault.
Oh boy.
That's what we do.
By the way, that was delicious. I'd love to have some more with you sometime.
I gotta get another bottle of that. Is there a place around here that sells that? Do you know?
Let's go get drunk.
Let's go
Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk.
You make your way back down, farther or back down into the under portion of the city, and make your way to one of the various taverns and establishments within the.
Did we already have a tavern and an inn that we stayed down here?
Yes, you did. It was. Trying to find.
Wasn't there a very pretty lady that Lucius made fancy with?
There was a gnomish barkeep, not barkeep.
Wait,
Or
worm
a
face?
gnome-
Hey,
right now?
Lucius, you know, we could always go back to that
Can't-
one inn.
I can't wait for him to see her again for the first time in a while.
Jesus Christ.
For the first time, for the last time.
Hey, baby. Oh my god, who are you? You remember me? It's Lucius. What the fuck happened to
You
your
make your
face?
way back to that pub. I can't find the name of it.
He's
but
got
you do
baby
make your way
lips.
I told you I'm magical.
He does have baby lips.
He has magic fingers.
You make your way back to the pub. You make your way back down to that
It's
main.
not about the size; it's about how you use it.
That's what they say.
You make your way back down there. Find yourself. In
Also, I have chocolates.
oddly enough, that specific barkeep is not there. Let's see.
What? I'm gonna still go up to the barkeep and say, "Hey, do you have any of that cold liquor?" I show him the bottle that I have.
He looks over it. He looks over it and takes it and ditches that bottle and replaces it with another one and says, "That'll be a gold piece for the bottle."
All right, I'll take two.
He throws you down a second. It's like, "You're lucky. That's all I got." And you
Nice.
the bottles.
I give him 5 gold pieces.
All right, and looks at you and says, "Thanks for the tip." Just pockets the gold.
Nice.
Real quick, guys, before we will get too far away from this, how are we splitting this gold?
Evenly?
The 6 ways?
Yeah.
Yeah, just split it evenly.
All right, someone do 24 or 26,000 divided by 6.
4,333 repeating.
You can have the 34.
Yes. Wait, why does he get it?
Because he carried
some.
the whole. So
I'm
what
just
was
kidding.
what was the number? Because I'm didn't.
4,000.
4,333.
Nice. That's a good payday.
Yep. So you guys can all add that to your inventory. All right. So, so as you are sitting there, as you sit there and divide the gold up amongst yourselves, I'd like for you to all make perception checks.
Right?
19 for me.
Me and Jeska are just like...
You guys are too enamored by the gold drink. You're super enamored by the gold in the drink.
Perception?
18.
Perception check.
Damn.
Yeah, nope. Tonph, you do notice
And me.
Tonph and
I rolled a 19.
Tonph and Leucis, you both notice a gnomish female walk into the pub. Very bright pink hair and this very kind of flowing purple dress that just kind of flows over her body that she wears. It sparkles as she moves, and she walks in, just kind of looks around, turns back over the shoulder, and says, "Alfie, this looks like a great place to sleep this evening. They got drink and food."
Does she look familiar?
Nope. And there's a half-elven lady in here who might take your fancy. And she just kind of walks over to the barkeep, and like slams down 10 gold on the counter and says, "I will take 3 bottles of the strongest liquor you have."
Lucius, look, I'm gonna need you to do a favor. I need you to disguise yourself as a half-elven lady.
I'm not doing that, man. I don't want to mess with Alpha.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I got your back.
Entering behind her is a elven individual with with red hair, that's shortcut, very pointed ears, wearing this very like almost like kind of oldish looking plate armor that he's wearing. Slung across his back is a longsword, and this very ornately carved wooden shield.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Never mind.
He walks over to the bar where his little friend is at, and says, "That'll do, Clarissa. I like this one. I like this place. Seems homey. Reminds me of that place in Plona that we stayed in for a bit." What does Ansem think about all of this place? And she just kind of waves her hand and says, "He's fine with it. It's where I sleep." And they both end up, and the elven individual orders some wine, and they go and find a table and just kind of sit there and relax for a bit. Over the course of the next 20 minutes, you do, Tonph and Leucis, you both kind of forget them for a few minutes, and then glance back over, and then do a double take and realize that there is this blue individual wearing this very baggy pants and this turban on his head, just completely midnight blue skin, who is now sitting there conversing with them.
I want to walk over to Tonph and ask if that's the elf chick that Dryden
You
had.
see this?
Oh, I used that genie.
He wasn't there.
He didn't walk out.
Ah.
Tonph, did you hear me ask you if that's the elven chick?
What? Huh?
Is that the elf chick that Dryden had a thing for?
What?
How on earth would you
What?
know about that?
You guys have been talking about it.
When?
When you were drunk.
I need another drink.
I
I need a drink.
The hangover thing?
dead. She's dead.
Fire whiskey, bartender.
He brings over some fire whiskey.
You guys talk
Fire
about it.
whiskey for my friend.
Okay.
These guys. Do I see her?
I go over to the.
Yeah,
the-
if Tom and Leucis point him out to you, yeah.
Yeah, I go over to the dark
Guys,
purple, the dark blue
have a
guy.
genie.
What?
Do I recognize this person?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
I turned to
I go
Deagos
over
and
to the group.
She's dead. She was murdered.
I'll follow Tom over to the group.
All right, so you guys walk over. You guys walk over to the elf, the gnome, and this blue-skinned individual. And as you approach, you just kind of stand awkwardly there at the table, and the elf is drinking a glass of wine at this point. Just looks up and says, "May I help you?"
How do you do? I'm Leucis, and this is Tonph.
Hi.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Yes.
I go up behind them and I don't say anything, and I just put my hands over their heads like marionettes, and as they're moving I just sort of do stuff like this to make her laugh.
We were inquiring as to the origins of what? Inquiring of the origins of your
Origins.
Your origin.
No, you had it right.
Okay, of your friend here.
The elf just looks down at the pink-haired gnome, and the pink-haired gnome at this point is just rolling in her seat, just laughing her ass off at what Dryden's doing. Like she's just gone. She's just laughing hysterically.
I'm glad we can provide some entertainment.
And she finally regains enough composure and says, "Elfie, I'm so glad to see there's at least some humor. These guys, these are great."
We think you're great.
This reminds me of old horn guy. What was his name? And the elf looks down at her.
What's his name? Hordy?
Horny, that's a good one. How did I never think of that?
That was good.
It was good.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And the elf just looks at her, and that would have been Karma. And he, where the fuck is that asshole? Anyways, and you're inquiring about what now?
Your blue friend right here. The
Clarissa,
towel on his head.
Clarissa at this point like slams her hands on the table, and stands up and jumps up onto the table and strikes a very dramatic pose and says, "I am the wonderful, fabulous Clarissa, and I am here to dazzle you for your entertainment." At which point she's like just shouting this to the entire bar at this point. You watch as
disguise self as Clarissa and jump on the table.
You cast.
Wait, with how drunk he is, he has to do an acrobatics check on that with disadvantage. He has to, right?
I need you to first off make a concentration check with disadvantage.
Which is what?
Constitution. With disadvantage.
Okay. 12.
Okay. So you cast a spell, and you do appear as Clarissa. However, you got the colors off. Not pink-haired, you are green-haired. And the dress that she is wearing, it's your general clothing that you're wearing. So you completely fucked up the dress. And you're just now standing there. You awkwardly get up on the table and try to strike the most dramatic pose, and it's make a performance check. Make a performance check, please.
Oh.
7. Actually, can I bend luck?
Sure.
Yes.
Also, can I assist him in this performance?
How?
by going blah blah blah.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Okay. 11 performance.
Okay, so you get up there and you strike, like you cock your hip to like one side, like super hard. It almost throws it out, and you strike this crazy pose. And Clarissa looks over at you. Not bad, but can you do this? And she snaps her fingers and you watch as 4 little beads of blue energy just pop into existence and go spiraling out, and right above, go spiraling out just over the entire crowd that is now starting to like watch and kind of who's just hanging out in this tavern. They go spiraling out and begin to just kind of weave in and out throughout the entire crowd before they go up to the ceiling and all converge as one before opening a large portal, basically, and a large window that as you glance up and look through it, you just see a sea, like a beautiful astral sea of purples and pinks and yellows that just seem to kind of weave in and out. And as you just watching this, the magician strike up just this crazy quick tune, and the entire crowd just begins to applaud and clap, and you watch as like this large giant what looks like a giant manta ray just kind of fly across and seem to be coming towards the window before Clarissa claps her hands once and the portal shuts.
I can do one better.
She looks over at you and says, "Beat that." Tyrion at the elf is just sitting there, just legs crossed, just still sipping on his wine, like he sees this every day. The blue individual is now floating right next to Clarissa, almost like he's lounging and laying on like a bed, and says, "Wonderful, madam, wonderful. You did such a beautiful job with that. Couldn't have done it better myself. And believe me, I've tried."
Robin Williams?
I can do one better. And I open the hole and get down in the hole. And I pull out as many goblets as I can hold in both of my hands.
How many goblets do you have?
I have 10.
Okay. Keep going.
I take them out and I go, "This is for drinks. Bartender drinks for everybody."
And she just looks over. She looks over. "I like your style. Drinks for everyone on this." And she snaps her fingers, and you pop back to Leucis form. And on this, oh god, what type of individual are you? How have you ever gotten laid?
Yes.
On this tiefling individual. And the barkeep begins just to fill like all the goblets of drinks and begins just to pour stein after stein after stein for everybody in the bar. Clarissa kind of hops back down into her seat and says, "I haven't had that much fun in quite some time. How was it? Who are you?"
I am Leucis,
You
the wonderful sorcerer. And this is my friend Tonph. He shoots bow and arrow.
I go. Also, I have.
Who's the big one puppeteering all of you?
And
making
at
you
this
move
point,
on?
I had stepped back and I was just watching because I was like, "No, I'm out of this one."
Dryden's the seer now.
He kills things.
Greenskin guy, you with the face, the horn, the tusk things.
Oh,
are you?
his name's Clarendon.
Cyrano.
His name's Clarendon.
He's our friend.
How can I help you?
I'm just trying to find out what your name is.
Oh, Clarendon.
Clarendon. So Cleary. Gotcha. Cool.
Works for
Good to
me.
know. So what do you want?
His name's Clarendon.
So what do you drunken individuals want? Obviously, you're not putting on a great.
Well,
Obviously,
did I-
not.
did I hear- Did I hear her say that to them?
Oh, what are you?
She's talking to Tonph and.
But I'm like nearby, right?
Yeah, you can.
What
yeah,
are you
can-
offering?
So while they're mumbling, I just say, "Sucks."
Claire, I'm good, but thank you for the offer.
Maybe later.
But what are you offering to give us?
I'm not offering to give you anything. I just wanted to know why
you
you
said
came over to our table.
what do you want? I assumed you're giving stuff.
You walked over to and you walked
He's
over
got
to our
charcoal.
table. Am I misreading the situation, Elfie? And
Oh,
the elf just
no,
looks over
the
at her and
blue
says,
guy.
"I don't know what's going on."
Blue guy.
That's
Well,
right.
he wasn't when you walked
He
here.
came in.
He wasn't there, and now he's
He
here.
follows us around everywhere. He's a
Who-
fun guy. He's my
Wait.
friend.
But where did he come from?
Well, when a mommy and a daddy love each other a lot, they oftentimes get together in bed, and after 9 months of waiting in a special time,
It hasn't been 9 months.
It hasn't been 9 months since you came in.
Yeah, how did he get
How did
here?
How did that happen?
Because he wasn't here,
He wasn't. Nope.
but then he got here.
Now he's the out.
he floated. How do you get anywhere?
I walk.
I walk.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can miss.
I'm really confused on what's happening right now.
Are they bothering you?
A little bit.
What?
They're providing good entertainment, though. Making me
I
laugh.
kind of like put my hand on either of their shoulders and go, guys, I think you've had enough. You ready to go to bed?
I'll say when I've had enough.
What's? I've never had this enough. What's enough?
I move my hand
It's
from their
chewing tobacco.
I move my hand from their shoulders to the sides of their heads and just bonk them together.
I go to dodge.
Make a strength check. Tonph,
Which
make
I
it.
get advantage.
You get advantage on Tonph. Make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you're drunk.
I dodge it.
No, you don't.
And my
It's your
12 versus his
22.
22.
Can I cast the Misty Step?
What was that?
Can I cast Misty Step?
I'm gonna say no at this point.
I need to know. Yeah.
Your skulls you just get clobbered together, and you both are just instantly out.
Hey, Brontor,
Yeah.
grab a couple of room keys and help me carry these guys.
Okay.
I relieve myself.
I go to the barkeep, say, "Hey man, we need a couple keys for these two drunk bastards."
Obviously, and he hands you out and he hands you out keys to different rooms.
Alright, cool.
Because you guys, and don't worry about the rooms for the evening. It's on the house. You've already spent enough. You've spent some quite a good amount of gold here tonight.
Hell yeah, we did.
Comp
Thank
room,
you.
hell yeah. All right.
So, you guys get rooms for the evening.
Oh, I just bring them up. I'm coming back down.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
not
come
done
back
partying,
down.
but they're.
I'm just saying you guys have rooms for the evening, and
I go over to the table that they were bothering, and I pour them all shots of the last 2 bottles of cold liquor.
Mhm.
And just say, "Hey, this is on me, so I don't bother."
Clarissa just looks up at you and says, "No, don't worry about it. They were really funny. Haven't had somebody who enjoys funness like that like I have in quite some time."
But yeah, this stuff right here, you can't get anywhere else.
She
So,
takes it and just downs like 3 of the shot, like downs 3 shots, just one right after another.
wow, it's pretty good.
The elf looks over at you and says, "Quite a bit of gold you guys got there."
Yeah, that's none of your business.
Word of advice from someone who's done this, and who's don't be counting it in the middle of it. You never know who's watching.
Yeah, well,
That just paints a pretty big target on your back.
well. If
I
you're,
mean,
trying,
obviously-
if you're trying to take it, come on.
Obviously, you know how to handle yourself, otherwise I don't gotten it in the first place, but just for future reference.
Yeah, I'll do what I want, but thank you for the advice anyway.
Brontor, these people are being nice.
Yeah, but he's telling me what I need to be doing.
Don't mind him. He's a grouch.
Oh, don't worry. He's subpar from the grouches I'm used to dealing with.
Subpar, huh?
Brontor, Do you want your own room next?
This guy's kind of being a tool.
Maybe you should go
Just
over to
call
the
it-
bar. Why don't you go over to the
calling it
bar
like
and
I
sit
say,
down?
man.
Hey, you're not helping anything, all right? You.
Fair point.
It's getting late.
Do you want me to call it like I sees it?
Oh my gosh, Brontor, don't make me put you to sleep.
Put me to sleep too. Let's go.
Okay. So I punch Brontor in the face as hard as I can.
I go to block and counter it with a bolt from my crossbow.
What a pussy! What the hell?
Well, first off, I need initiative checks from both of you.
What? I go to throw a punch at you, you shoot a gun at me?
Yeah, you don't punch me. You don't take sides with the other team.
18.
Brontor. Yeah.
9.
Also, a crossbow is technically not a gun.
Dryden, go ahead and make an attack roll.
What a...
An attack, just an attack plus your strength modifier, and...
So it'll be 12.
I don't think that hits.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thrown a punch if I know we were going into an attack, but...
Well, I didn't know you were going to take the other side.
You go, and Brontor is a little faster than you're expecting at this point. And Brontor drops, just kind of ducks underneath the blow.
I'll just hit him with the handle of the crossbow. I want you to fucking...
Okay. Boom! You just gonna hit him once with the back, or the back. Go ahead and
D20 plus...
D20 plus your strength.
Alright. Strength is...
It hits.
2.
Yeah, that'll hit.
21.
All right. So you boom right in the abdomen of Dryden, and you roll a d4.
Mm-hmm.
For 2 points of damage.
Oh no.
As you feel slightly winded.
So yeah,
you
watch
feel
your mouth.
as you turn around after like hitting Dryden in the stomach. As you turn around, just right in front of your face, like less than an inch, is just this blue individual who's just sitting there, or not even sitting there. He's like floating in midair, hands just like this, and it's like head resting on his hands, and it just winks at you. I need for you to make a Constitution save.
Constitution?
Hold on.
So what's up, Jeska? How you doing?
I've been reading in my room, so trying to figure out this book.
Okay.
Fuck him up, Deagos.
It doesn't seem like another
I mean-
language. I think it's actually gibberish.
I thought about headbutting Brontor, but I didn't.
But they always do this after a nice, jaunty outing.
I'm just gonna.
One time, Dryden killed a bear.
Okay. All right. So, Brontor,
Yeah.
you, all of a sudden feel very, very sleepy and groggy as you just continue to look into this entity's eye, and your eyelids just slow.
No save?
No save.
That's dumb. Alright. I'm asleep.
You are indeed asleep at this point. What's your hit point total?
I'm at 84 at the moment.
No, you're not asleep. You're just really fucking drowsy.
Oh, okay.
You-
I'm so tired. Why am I tired?
Clarissa looks over at you and says, and then looks up at the blue guy. Ansem, be nice. These are nice people.
Is he cheating?
Just be nice.
He's cheating.
You're a nice person.
He said he wanted to go to sleep. He
I
said he
don't
wanted
wanna
to go to sleep. Oh.
I don't want to go to sleep.
It's perfect with this music that's playing right now. I know you guys can't hear it, but it's perfect.
I didn't want to sleep.
So, but Ansem just is like, all right, fine, mistress. Whatever you say. I'll play nice. And you watch as he just floats back over the table and just continues to enjoy some form at this point. His hands. Well, if you guys wanted, is there anything else you?
No.
I quickly apologize for my friend's actions tonight and bid them adieu.
They just wave it. They just wave it off. Some of
And
the
on the-
funniest stuff they've ever seen in the world. The funniest encounter they've had in a long time. Interesting people they have met in quite some time as well.
I don't apologize.
Fair enough. Deagos or Jeska, anything else would like?
I have one last crack to see if I can see if this is code
Intelligence
or
check.
language.
I'm just gonna go up and go to sleep.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Nothing. I mean, it's still gibberish to you without like some like without figuring out like what phrase works with what. It's. I mean, you feel like every time you feel like you're making something seems to break the rule that you were working on the first time, and seems to disprove it. So, unfortunately, not.
Okay.
Right. So you all find yourselves to rest, find yourselves to sleep. You wake up the next morning, and in each of your rooms, sitting on the table or the desk that is in your room, you find a small card with a top hat on it. With a top hat, or it is a cloak that has a top hat on it. And as you go to put on your gear, and start looking around your room, you find that anything that has any sense of magic attached to it is no longer in your possession. And it's here. We'll pick up next week on the right section.
Is the hole magical?
Yes.
Fuck!
And I assume the bag of holding as well.
Bag of holding is gone as well.
Knew they were dicks.
If you have,
Wait,
so
they took my clothes?
the armor's still there, but like,
Okay.
Do they
well,
take my
was
motherfucking
it magical or not?
chocolates?
Yeah, my
Nope. Yep.
robes.
It's
My
anything is
robes are
anything
magical.
anything that is magical.
They got my damn chocolates?
The pouch is gone.
Did they take my hammer?
I'm so fucking done.
What was that?
They take my hammer?
Is it magical? Guys, this isn't... Is
Wait,
it
no, here's the
magical?
question. Do I still have the book?
Yeah.
What?
Do I still have Therisden's book attached?
Therisden's book's still attached.
Yes! Suck it! Suck it! You can't take that. It's mine.
In each of your rooms, you do find a cloak and a card with a cloak and a top hat on it.
So I'm naked.
I don't want a cloak. I want my
Deagos,
hammer.
surprisingly, all of your stuff is still there.
I'm naked. They took my clothes off my body. Without me noticing this?
Were you sleeping in your robe?
Yeah. It's a robe. It's comfy.
We'll go over the logistics of this in a bit.
I
then,
sleep with nothing.
because that'll require me to do some roll checks.
That's a
But
lot of
we'll pick up here next week on the red sessions.
Okay.
No!
Ba-da-ba-ba.